Hello, 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 hello. Oh my goodness, last minute preparation stream. Hello, welcome. Glasses need to be on for this. Hello, what is going on? Apparently I'm speaking in a different accent. What is going on, my beautiful rebellion? It is your tiny rebellious leader. We're going to commit to the bit and welcome back to Swooning Over Stands, where we last left off. We had finished wooing Ford, and we managed to get to third base, which is a smooch. I shouldn't really be saying that because that's not correct. Children don't go looking it up. If you do, that's not my fault. Great start already. But now we are going to go for Mr. Mystery. Stan Pines. And of course I'm not alone in this endeavor. I am joined by my little say hello to my little friend.
Hello.
We're gonna be going for Stan now, which Ford was kind of predictable. Stan isn't. So this is gonna be new. I need to set
fun. And fun because because the reason that this one is so unpredictable, this is the fun of it. You don't know what's gonna happen.
That's scary. I'm scared.
It's okay.
And we're joined today by Mountain Dew Baja Blast Gelato from Taco Bell.
Oh, God.
Because I literally just got back from Taco Bell getting people food. And I was with my roommate because we were discussing, so the thing is that, before we left, my roommate and we were discussing, like, tarot cards, because I have a Christmas present idea, which is to draw my Pathfinder campaign characters as tarot cards, because of course you do that with your D&D characters. At some point, it is a rite of passage. Okay? So I had that idea.
Need to do that.
What?
I would need to do that at some point in my life.
Yeah, I know. So I'm doing it, but I was, like, asking them, like, oh, like, what characters do you think of what? Because I was unsure. I'm not entirely familiar with tarot stuff, so I am just, like, completely blind. I had a website pulled up that explained the cards, and I was like, oh, what do you think for this and this and this? And then their mom comes out, Mrs. L, which is her name, is like, hey, like, why don't you guys leave and discuss this? Because you're getting loud, as per usual. Go get us food. And so we go get food, and I remembered that TikTok has been heavily advertising this Mountain Dew Baja Blast gelato. And I decided that because I wasn't hungry, you know, I already ate a sandwich and stuff, I decided, fuck it, I'll get this. And
You okay?
and I say, and my roommate asked me, well, what do you want to get? And I was like, can I get I'm not hungry because I don't like Taco Bell, but, like, can I get the Baja Blast gelato? And they're like, and I didn't expect them to actually order it. And so I've tried it, and it tastes like Baja Blast, but with a gelato-ish consistency. So
damn.
If you want Baja Blast as a slushie, then go ahead and get this. It comes in a really itty-bitty container. Look. Itty-bitty. Oh! It's itty-bitty. It came with a spoon, which usually is a surprise because they didn't give us straws for our drinks, which I have a Baja Blast drink. I really like Baja Blast. I even have Baja Blast earrings. I should have worn them for this.
Oh, that could have been nice.
Mm-hmm.
And like going back to, like, you going to Taco Bell, like, you said that you don't like Taco Bell, but me, I don't know what Taco Bell tastes like because there's no Taco Bells where I live.
You don't have Taco Bell in Canada land?
It might not be just like in Canada. It's mostly where I am because, like, I am in Quebec, and in Quebec, there's like a town. I am not gonna say where because people are gonna know exactly where I'm at, where I am. But in this kind of like region / town, there's a bunch of stuff that we don't have. Like, example, we don't have a Target. We don't have Domino's. We don't What else? What else? We don't have Hot Topic.
Yeah,
I want
you're
that.
living the dream.
What do you mean?
I could. I was sarcasm.
Okay.
Also, I think they can hear the scraping that I'm making when trying to get the gelato.
Oh my god. And also, we don't even have like a Spencer or then like other things like that. We actually recently got a Michaels, but
damn,
it's still.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Hopefully one day you'll come over here and I'll take you to all those stores so you don't miss out.
One day I'll just come and visit you out of random and then I'm gonna knock on your door. Not like the front door, but on your bedroom door. And then you're gonna open it
on
and
the second
see
story, bitch! How the fuck are you gonna get up there?
I knocked on the front door and then like Mrs. L let me enter because I said I was your friend.
Should be okay. Yeah, just gulp it in one mouthful and enjoy the ice cream headache, yeah. I'm gonna freeze your brain. Scrape on that spoon, get lost in the pain. Happiness comes when everything numbs. Who needs cocaine? I want to be JD so bad in Heathers, but I think that's a red flag, apparently, if your dream role is JD from Heathers.
Yeah.
But also, here, shh, let's have some gentle Baja Blast ASMR.
You're lucky that I actually like the sound of ice.
Today we're gonna be reviewing
Stop!
the Mountain Baja Blast gelato.
Rival!
From Taco Bell.
What the fuck?
As I scrape and eat.
No, not the fucking eating sound. Ew! Fuck that. Ew! It makes me want to go through my freaking screen and then just like freaking strangle you like no! Ew! Oh, that's the worst thing.
Did any of you get the tingles? Like, comment, and subscribe if you got the tingles. Alright, we're going to get started with the game. Let me share my screen. Does it sound like gel? Why is it called gelato? It's an Italian thing, apparently. What is the origin of gelato? I gotta look that up. Give me a second. I'm actually curious. Let me look it up. Yeah, gelato. I am actually curious about it. Common word in Italian for all types of ice cream. Frozen dessert of Italian. Yeah, it's just kind of ice cream. Fred, are you there?
I'm still there. I am just listening to you.
Listen to the ASMR.
If you do that again, I will hang up.
Oh no, but then you'll miss out on all the Stan scenes and him being really attractive and stuff. You want that.
I hate you.
Alright. Let's begin. Alright, I need to actually, like, let's start. We're gonna start from the beginning.
Woo!
Alright. Alright. Let me adjust that volume. Because, my god.
So we're staying with our roles, I believe.
Yeah. Do we want to change the name?
Depends. Do you still want to stay as Frebel, or you don't want to do anything with Stan?
Listen, I'm the narrator. I'm just along for the ride, and apparently Stan.
Because, like, if you don't mind, we can go back to Frebel, but if you really don't want anything related with Stan, I can always go along with only Fred.
Frebel, Fred, I don't care. I really don't. I'm just your humble narrator.
Then let's stick with Frebble then. I like it.
Okay.
I really love this name.
Well, I gotta finish my Baja Blast gelato so I can drink my normal Baja Blast.
Just read your lines.
Alright. Good old road trips. Full of promise and ripe with potential for adventure, soul-searching, and incredible scenery. Or at least, that's what you thought before the novelty wore thin. As of now, your legs are cramping up, you've exhausted your travel playlist 2 times over, and your stomach is begging for something to eat. On top of all that, you're pretty sure you're lost. Driving through Oregon paints a picture of trees, and more trees, especially on the endless winding roads that you're taking up north. All that breaks the pattern is a sign that zips past with words that you're just able to make out. Gravity Falls. The road continues on, giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something, because as you drive on, you can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here. Something weird. That's what happens. Your car picks up speed. The change came out of nowhere, and you quickly put your foot on the brakes, but horrifyingly, the car seems to be driving on its own willpower. Trying to stay calm despite the panic welling in your chest. You pull the emergency brake, only to find that the car resists and keeps moving forward like something is pulling it. The car begins to rattle, the wheels screech against the country road, and you're screaming until... Game over. End of day 2.
Oh, shit.
That is hilarious. I love it so much. Sorry, I'm like looking at some stuff real quick. Because...
How could you? No, it's okay.
No. I'm trying to make sure I have some, stuff cleared up because I have too much shit on my thing. Like,
yeah, the number of tabs open. God.
No! Not for this, at least. I just have too much stuff in my downloads folder. Give me a second.
And it's only now that you're doing it?
Listen, I actually did not think we were going to stream today. Because you were busy all day with your own shit. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll have a nothing-ish kind of day going about and trying to collect stuff for my Odile cosplay for the convention and other stuff. And then you're like, hey, I'm back home. I was like, oh, you're implying that we're gonna stream today. Shit! It's fine.
It's okay.
As long as we stream for like 3-ish hours because I gotta work on Axe's cape after dinner.
Oh, yeah, totally.
He's paying me. Listen, I totally like doing stuff out of the kindness of my heart. For stuff, if you come in with the materials, or if the materials don't cost much, but fuck that, whenever it came to this, I was like, no, bitch, you're gonna pay me back for the materials, because this was like $99 for fabric and stuff.
Yeesh.
Like, no, I love you, man, but no. Alright, anyways, we're continuing on. There's smoke. Why is there smoke? You cough, fumble for the door, and manage to undo the lock just before the door is wrenched outward from your grasp. Something lands on your shoulder. A hand. Ugh, God.
It's happening again.
I have to do this?
Yep. Are you alright?
No, I know it's probably... Is it Stan or Ford?
It's Ford. You can see it by the sticker
Fuck,
on the right.
A man stands at your open car door. Where is my mouse? Buddy, I think my mouse has gone missing. My cursor. I'm so not kidding.
Wait, is the game on, like, full screen, or...?
No. Dude, I think my mouse is... Oh. His eyes dart over the rest of you looking for injuries.
You didn't read You didn't read the last one.
I gotta find... I can't find my mouse.
Oh my god.
I can't find the cursor. No, it's not that I can't find the mouse. It's the cursor is missing.
I saw you, like, hover over like the bag, history, skip, and everything.
Yeah, but there's no cursor.
Do you want to close the game, maybe?
Let me see if it's in like. What is happening?
Oh shit!
This isn't good.
It's okay. Take a deep breath.
I know. I'm trying. Oh, it's here. What the fuck? Where did you go?
Where did you go?
The power of taking a gasp and a burp usually helps. Okay. Okay, so a man stands at your open car door. His hand on your shoulder leaves to tilt your head up, and he pulls a flashlight from his coat, shining in your eyes. 2 blinks and he lets your chin go. Oh shit, wrong way. His eyes dart over the rest of you, looking for injuries. Still stunned, all you do is watch.
What's her name?
Oh god, here we go.
Rebel.
I really want to name us Alex, just for the sake of Alex Hirsch.
Oh my god.
Because we saw that video, those clips of Alex just...
Oh shit.
They're so funny.
I just realized that I have to put the clothes in the dryer.
Okay, fine, you go ahead. Hey guys, what's up? How's it going on? My tongue is turning green. I like Baja Blast because, like, I don't really like Mountain Dew in general, or like plain Mountain Dew. I usually like Mountain Dew Baja Blast, or like Code Red, be more chill reference, and like other types of anything but actual Mountain Dew. Cause why not? And I'm regretting, I don't know why, but my roommate just got me this drink anyways, despite me like, like, I'm trying to watch what I consume, and I literally just had a tiny bit of sugary gelato, and now I'm having a sugary drink. I'm not sponsored, by the way. I don't try, like, Taco Bell smells good, but Taco Bell isn't good as a whole. Like, I have texture sensitivity issues when it comes to food, and so I'm really picky about what I eat, and while I love tacos and stuff like that, and quesadillas, it comes with stuff that while taste is good, texture isn't. So when I'm like, hey, can I not have this? They're like, yes. And then it just comes with it anyways, and I'm like, fuck, that sucks. It's terrible. I don't know why, like, I'm really trying not to consume a lot of sugar. But here I am. Consuming a lot of sugar.
Sugar is good!
Yeah, but I have some fatty liver, man. I really need to watch the fuck out. I would like to not end up having diabetes because I have a friend with diabetes and it kind of fucking sucks. It's very restrictive on what and when you can eat. And I hate that so much. I'm like looking at them all the time and I'm like, I would not want to. I already have enough medical problems that I have to deal with. You know, I already have enough problems in my brain. I don't want more problems in my body, you know? I don't want to pay more money to keep myself alive. And at a natural state of being. You know what I mean? It'd be nice to not deal with that. So, especially now that I'm doing ballet for the semester, I'm trying to be more conscious of what I consume and put in my face hole. Something, it probably shouldn't go in your face hole. Which hole should it go in? Somebody help me, there's a lasagna up my ass! Are you fucking done with your laundry?
Almost!
That's a noise.
Oh shit, you can hear it?
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay, hold on, give me a sec. Because the problem with having an apartment, sometimes some apartments aren't that big and aren't on two stories. And everything is just so fucking close.
I would love to like live in an apartment one day.
Okay, how about now?
Me and Quinn.
How about now? Okay.
Oh yeah, we could hear you. Me and Q, we've actually on Saturday we were we were like, oh, like, I was talking about, like, oh yeah, I love my friends so much. I love hanging out with my friends, and I want to hang out with them all the time, but God forbid we ever live with each other. And Q was like, yeah, no, if we ever did, P, we would murder P. Like, he would end up with a knife in his back from me, and I'm like, no, if I don't do it, you would do it! Listen, P is an interesting fella. You know, good friend. Interesting man. Living with him would be a pain in the ass, and he would probably die. And then our gentle giant friend E, who's our resident meme lord, would just be like, alright, I'll help you bury the body. We would say that in an Australian accent, because he's Australian, but I don't want to... I don't want to... Whatever, moving on. Our name is...
Moving on.
Freble. And our pronouns, they, them.
Okay, let's go back into the voices. Woo!
Yeah, do that.
Okay. Freble. I'm Stan for short. I will shake your hand, but you look shaken up enough as it is. Nah. You seem fine, as far as I can tell, but you shouldn't head back out there anytime soon. Where on earth were you driving in such a hurry? You pulled us in!
To Costco. They were having a super sale.
Woo! Halloween merch.
yeah, dude, I was heading to Spirit Halloween to get that good Halloween merch.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen, they have some peak Beetlejuice merch. Of course I'm speeding over there. Alright. You open your mouth to explain when a voice calls from inside the house. By the way, random question. Does Canada have a Spirit Halloween?
In the town of Quebec, yes.
Okay, cool. I was genuinely curious, considering you don't have a fucking Michael's or Taco Bell.
Sorry, I sneezed.
Were you sneezing?
Yes, I did.
That's adorable.
Shut up!
No. Oh god. No, I don't want to do this.
You'll have to, buddy.
Okay. Oh god, I don't wanna, because like it's loud and Poindexter, this better not be one of your experiments again. I'm not even gonna try. Listen, I can do a better voice impression. Slightly better. I'm not gonna try. I've had this place rebuilt too many times to... The owner of the voice walks out of the house and stops slack-jawed at the sight of your car in the sight of, you're guessing, his house. You must have hit your head earlier because you could swear you're seeing double. Sweet Moses Ford, you've done it this time.
What? This had nothing to do with me. I was testing my magnet gun and...
Womp, 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 womp.
It must have pulled this victim of circumstance into the house. I suppose it is entirely my fault. I'm incredibly sorry.
Cry.
We haven't tried this yet.
Hey, wait, you have a walkthrough, like, pulled up just in case, right?
Oh, no, don't worry. This part actually doesn't affect it anyway.
I know, exactly, I know that. So we're gonna cry.
Yeah, we'll cry.
A tear streaks down your cheek, and before you know it, you're crying. Both men look intensely uncomfortable. Stan's like, he makes the face I make. I make that face whenever I, like, have something to say, or I'm just, like, uncomfortable, like, damn.
Yeah! Oh, shit.
But Ford reaches out to give you a hesitant pat on the shoulder. Do cease this bitch crying. Hey, look, it's fine, alright? Sure, there's a dent in the hood from the shack signage, and a crack in the windshield that looks like an ominous triangle, but I'm sure she'll still run. You try to start up the car, it sputters, but ultimately nothing happens. What is this, John Wick Chapter 2?
So, wow.
If you get that reference, I love you. You feel like crying again. Oh. Well, let's call a tow truck for this unfortunate soul here and forget.
I'll take care of it.
You're right, it is cheaper to tow yourself. Sixer, get that magnet gun out again.
No, Stanley, I'm going to fix this.
What? Ha! You fix this mess.
I figured out a few alien vehicles in my time.
Yeah, just imagine, like, out of pure context, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, me, I'm like, what? Alien vehicles? Huh?
Aliens? Nah, you kidding me? It'll take some sort of miracle worker to bring this baby back to life. And this miracle worker's on vacation.
Stanley, a moment.
Ford and Stanley turn away and you're left to your thoughts. Who could anticipate a car accident like this in the middle of a road trip? You could take care of the car, but how are you going to get home? They run buses out here, right? So you take a bus out of here and then... Ford clears his throat, shifting a little awkwardly in place. Seems like they finished their talk.
God damn it, my throat. Jesus. So, there are a few options. My brother Stanley here could drive you out to town to find a place to stay for the night, or you could stay the night here.
Will I be sharing a bed with the two of you?
I wouldn't mind.
Otherwise known as a sandwich?
Yes! Okay, for context, I did show that word to Rebel one time because Rebel knows me. At some point, I was gonna go and find some fanfics out there, of course.
Yeah.
But then on freaking AO3, for some reason, I looked at the tags because on AO3, you need to read the tags before you actually jump into something, and Jesus Christ. And I kid you not, there was maybe a 10 or more fanfics that had this tag saying Stanwich. And I was like, yo! And I just gave it to Rebel with it, and
Listen, I am not one that, like, is into fictional characters in the sense that Fred is. And there's no judgment, by the way. I'd let them talk about whatever filthy thoughts go on inside your brain.
You don't want to know.
I don't care. I don't care, you know? I've seen and heard worse. Okay? So you're
really?
fine. Yes. Don't ever read Wattpad smut.
Dude, I've started reading fanfiction on Wattpad, so...
No. Don't. Okay, there's like very rare gold nuggets. But AO3 is fine dining and well, you get the peak of it. But Wattpad smut, avoid it. Please. Avoid Wattpad smut. I beg of you. 12-year-old me did not understand.
Me, I did, sadly, at that age, but still. Let's continue this.
Okay. Did you... Oh yeah, you already read
yes,
that
I
line.
Did. We have some maps and information that you can look at in the gift shop. And in the morning, we can help you with your car. What do you say?
No. Credits roll!
Woo!
Just as you're about to answer, another high-pitched voice comes from inside the house.
I do want to know, like, what is your impression of, like, Mabel?
Fuck. Shit. I'll have to, like, listen to her voice. Give me a second.
Yeah.
Let me look her up on TikTok, because that's a fast way to do it and all that stuff. Give me a second. This stream is really getting off the rails, and that's fine.
It's okay. On my end, like, I cannot, like, rewatch, like, the VODs, and then, like, I feel like that I don't really have the voice of Mabel, so...
Yeah, you did good.
You think?
Yeah. I now have that, like, Gravity Falls audio stuck in my head where it's like, you can always just disintegrate me with water.
Yeah!
Yeah!
I love this so much.
Let me see. Miss Babel. It also rhymes with table. It also rhymes with glable. It also rhymes with schmable. There we go. Something. Grappling hook! I don't know. Was that good?
Grappling hook!
Grappling hook! Mabel, do you believe in ghosts? I believe you're
I
a
believe
big
you're a
dork.
big dork. What?
Yeah. Which one of us will be the voice for me?
Shit. Now I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you just want to? Do you just want to stick it with how we did?
You know what? Do a Dipper impression.
Oh.
Do a Dipper
Shit.
impression.
Okay. I'm the one who needs his voice.
Look it up.
Shit. Is it better YouTube than like? God damn it.
Just look up TikTok. Like, literally look up, like, the recent trend of, yeah, the whole, like, you can always just disintegrate. I want to make a meme on that, but I don't know what I would do. Because I love that trend right now, is, like, when you talk to yourself in the mirror, it's like, eh. People are like, I've never heard of Gravity Falls. I gotta burp.
I need like a line that I know of.
You guys like my shirt? It's a bunch of astronauts. It's pretty great. I love button-down shirts. I've realized recently that the article of that the polo shirt is the unofficial official bisexual article of clothing. And unfortunately, I have 2 of them.
Oh god.
What are you responding to? I think they're busy looking up a voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm telling people that I just ate Baja Blast gelato, so don't worry about it.
This is amazing, and god damn it, and ethically ambiguous. But, yeah, no, okay, you know what, never mind.
Okay, so you want me to just do it? You want me to just...
Yeah, I'm just gonna stick with Mabel.
That's fine. Go ahead.
Uncle Stan, picture this, a whole week of, oh my gosh! Kinda screamed that, I'm sorry.
The girl that runs out of the house comes to a halt at the sight of your car. Oh, great.
Uncle Ford? Why is it that everyone automatically thinks I'm at fault? Well, this time it is my fault. But I've invited Frebel here to stay with us for the night, if they'd like. I'm sure I can fix this. I just have to figure out how.
For a split second, my brain was like, how do you know our name? Oh, right, we typed it in to tell you. Stanley sighs. I can take a look. Being on vacation is pretty boring, and the old Stanmobile hasn't needed a tune-up yet, so it wouldn't be too hard to work on something in the meantime.
Thank you, Stanley. I'm sure I can put something together from the gadget I have laying around if you need any specialized tools to help you with the job.
Hell yeah, brother. We love it out here. We love a man that works with his hands. Sorry.
It's okay.
My roommate and I, when we were driving back, I'm like, we gotta figure out birthday presents for P and E. And we were talking about E, and like E is a kind of guy that likes to make things. Like he made me a like little cute asexual necklace, like bent wires to form like the spade, like the ace of spades. And
yeah,
like,
it is
tight
very
string.
cute.
It was so. He made Q a dice tray. This man is so fucking talented. And Q was like, yeah, he just likes to work with his hands. And I started doing that like laugh where I, like, you know, take it out of context as a sexual innuendo. I'm like, and they're like, you know damn well what I meant. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But it was right there. Okay.
You know.
And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel. You can ask me anything. I pretty much know everything there is to know about this place.
Wait, hold on. I haven't even said anything yet. I appreciate your offer to let me stay. And to repair your car.
You know, be good is new in my hands. I mean, Look at my Stamobile. She's been through the ringer who knows how many times, and she's still a beaut. He points at a red car parked a distance away. You can't really see how beautiful it is at this distance, but he sounds really confident. Well, this turn of events is...
Fortuitous.
Fortuitous. It's
Wow,
really
thank you.
it's really sus. Wow, wow. Free repairs, free lodging. There's no better deal to be found. And if things don't work out, the town probably has some sort of auto repair shop you can head to instead.
Well, I accept. Thanks for your help. And my apologies again. What an embarrassment. I must have made such an elementary mistake.
It's elementary, dear Watson. My name's not Watson, it's Ford. As the Pines lead you inside the house, Mabel leaves her number in your phone for you to call whenever, and you find out that Ford's twin goes by Stan. This port's the house, but just outside that door is a mystery shack. Hey, you ever been to the mystery shack before? No.
I wanted to, actually. I saw a bumper sticker while I was on the road and got curious.
You're interrupted by a loud triumphant ha. Those bumper stickers were a good investment. And Sixer says they're too plain and graphically simplistic and don't even have an address on them. Stanley, how is anyone supposed to find this place to attract customers? Sixer, did you hear that?
Well, they are graphically simplistic. I don't know how they found the place, let alone thought what is the mystery shack was compelling.
Ford, I'm gonna introduce you to a wild-ass concept. Ever heard of Google? If someone hears the words the Mystery Shack, and you're kind of curious, you would Google the address to the Mystery Shack.
Well, it is 2013, so I don't know if, like, they have the technology in their hands at the shack to actually know that.
I'm gonna need you to say that, but slower.
What do you mean? What?
It's 2013? I feel like Google is a search engine on your phone at that point.
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. But in those times, like...
In those times? Sorry.
Dude, it was 10 years ago, okay? I don't even... Okay, like, I know that flip phones were still on. Wait, like, 2013. I started high school. I know that those phones that, like, flip to become, like, little keyboards, I think that came up, but...
No. iPhones and stuff existed, so even if Google wasn't a thing, Safari was. So yes, people could actually look up.
Yeah.
Like, I say Google as if Google's been around for a while. Like, Google did exist then, and Safari was a thing on iPhones and iPods. So, needless to say, you would have looked up the Mystery Shack if you were curious about what the Mystery Shack was.
Yeah.
So why are we having this debate?
No, let's continue. I kinda liked it.
See, they kinda liked it. Hey, I like you, Frebel. How about I give you a tour sometime tomorrow? Regular price.
Tomorrow? Then I have to squeeze all my get-to-know-you questions in today. Frebel, tell me, capybara, yes or no?
We already made the capybara joke.
And I'm gonna go with yes.
Yes. At that moment, a boy passes in the hallway at the far doorway, and Ford calls out to him.
Dipper, my boy. I'm surprised I didn't see you run out to the scene of the crime.
Crime? What crime? I have an alibi. Oh! You have someone with you. Hey, haha, I'm not suspicious at all. What do you think he was doing?
I have no clue,
That
man.
makes
It's
him-
Dipper.
That makes him definitely not subtle.
God damn it. What did Dipper?
Did you guys see that car on the side of the shack, though? For a second, I thought the Manitors were back with a grudge.
Yes. About that. Dipper, meet Frebel. I've, stranded their car here by accident. They're staying here for the time being.
Sorry, the stranded their car here? You crashed it?
Yeah, the Essen shack fell on it and everything, and the windows are cracked.
I feel like you guys should, like, really invest in something more durable for specifically the S on the shack,
exactly.
because it always is consistently falling off.
Do you like super glue for that? One window. The windshield.
And Fribble was lucky to make it out alive.
They were fine. No injuries, thankfully. The mine and gun's rather safe despite never having been tested out in a formal setting.
Yeesh, did you not, like, take safety precautions or anything?
Actually, the irony of this situation is that I was trying to install a safety precaution.
Hey, if you two are gonna do your nerd talk, I'm gonna go get Frebble set up. Mabel, sweetie, why don't you send Frebble around? Let them stay in, the storage room. That's still empty, right?
I'll make it empty.
The rest of the day consists of Mabel showing you the storage room you'll be staying in, then the kitchen, and the living room, and the hallway, and the bathroom, and pretty much a comprehensive tour of the mundanities of a regular house. Eventually, you find out that the family is even more extended than you knew. The decorative dollies make a lot more sense knowing a grandmother normally lives here, and her grandson, Zeus. Or was it Zeus? Whatever the name, you look forward to meeting him when he comes for work in the morning. When you go up to the attic, Mabel opens the door to reveal Dipper, nose stuck in his book, but you catch him occasionally glancing up at you as he pretends to read. The next member of the family snorts up at you from Mabel's bed, a rotund pink pig, whom Mabel declares as her best friend and partner in crime, Waddles.
Waddles.
The two are a perfect match, right down to the chubby cheeks and boopable noses. And in the evening, though you'd still been in disbelief over the state of your car, the family dinner and after-dinner TV marathon you'd been invited to made it seem like a normal guest stay rather than a forced circumstance. Returning to the storage room Mabel had shown you earlier, you find an air mattress waiting for you and more pillows and sheets than a summer night warrants. Well, you never know. You awake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through the small, high window in the wall. You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or motel room from that matter. And then yesterday comes crashing back to you, like your car, into the side of the house.
Exactly.
You glance at the time to see that you've slept into the afternoon. Experiencing the accident yesterday must have left you tired out. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you were free to do anything in the fridge, you still feel like you're imposing on the Pines family and try preparing as a polite guest breakfast as you can. You wash your dishes. Yeah. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave, and just as you're about to exit the kitchen, you bump into Ford.
Excuse me. Yes, from yesterday. Of course.
I thought you'd be gone by the time we got back to the house. I didn't actually expect you to still be here.
God damn! I didn't know that you were gonna bring that up.
If I had a nickel for every time that my car ended up at the Mr. Shack, and I'd be in an adventure with Ford Pines, I'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. But for what I'm referencing is that there's another, like, Stanford Pines. Is it technically a dating sim?
It is a dating sim, as it's actually settled like just as Ford was looking into Gravity Falls and like everything like that, and it's settled like in the 80s, just before he goes into the portal. And like you met him, and like the rest is pretty cute to my taste, seriously.
Yeah.
But this man is just a pawn with legs,
bro.
And like the game is not done yet. It's only like 1 day for now, but the person working on it is still like really working on it, and I can't wait for like the first day to come up.
I like it. It has a certain charm because, like, Fred played through it, and then they showed me the link, and I was like, what the fuck is that image? I am hesitant to play. And then I got on a call, completely sleep-deprived, and watched them play it. And apparently, when I'm really tired, I'm also extremely funny.
Yeah, it reminds me of myself when I'm really tired.
Yeah.
I just spurs out so much.
Yeah, it's an interesting game, and I'm actually now invested. Like, nothing romantic has entirely happened yet, which is why I was like, it's a dating simulator, right? Because again, it's incomplete and updates hopefully regularly. I don't know.
I think they do regularly.
I would actually nudge people to give it a shot. It's interesting, and everything is right now currently sketches. It's not yeah, it's not.
Oh yeah, like the last time that they've updated it was like 9 days ago.
Yeah, I like it, but you literally end up crashing your car again on the side of the road, and you're like, I gotta get out of here. And then Ford drives up, and you're like, who are you? He's like, yeah, get in my car. I'll drive you to my place. If you seem to have crashed your car, you could stay there. And then you get to the shack.
Don't tell too much. Don't tell too much if like people wants to play.
Yeah, but it was I referenced that. Oh, you're still here.
It's just pretty funny.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. For those of you that are in the know, you'll know. And if you go and play the game, come back, watch this, hear me make the joke, and then you'll laugh. For a good solid moment, Ford regards you in awkward silence. Ford clears his throat.
I believe Stanley's taking a look at your car outside, if you want to be there for it.
You give a nod and make to leave for real this time when Ford speaks up again.
And, Fribble, I'm sorry again for the accident. If I'd been smarter about, well, let's just say it's entirely my fault and you shouldn't worry about this all at all. When it comes down to it, Stanley does have a knack for cars. I predict you'll be back on the road in a matter of weeks.
Yeah. Weeks. You can't keep the dismay off your face. And can't really bring yourself to try to either.
What am I going to do with weeks?
Ford, who'd gotten kind of uncomfortable and closed off when your face fell, recovers at the prospect of a question he can answer.
Well, there's a town to tour, of course. And the mystery shack.
He's like, yeah, there's like the town. You can go to the town, and then there's the mystery shack. Like, he can't keep the disdain out of his voice. Because, like, this used to be his house, and now it's turned into, like, a tourist trap with phony exhibits, and he's just like, this used to be a place of real research and real oddities, and now you've done this shit. It's great.
But if you ask me, all that pales in a comparison to... Hold on. Did you hear that?
Ford turns to the kitchen doorway to investigate.
Sounds like...
The sound comes again, and this time you hear it as well. The squeal of a pig, followed by a pair of quick footsteps running down the stairs. Waddles topples past the open kitchen doorway, and Mabel comes into view soon after, a few sheets of paper clutched in hand. Ford steps quickly out of the kitchen, and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see the apparent tug-of-war between Mabel and her pig over a saliva-covered sheet of paper. God, I'd be such a great narrator if I can actually fucking read.
Us both, brother.
The paper rips, and after nearly toppling backward from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddle's jaws and lifting both pieces up victoriously.
Aha! Mabel wins again! Now I'm just gonna find Uncle Ford!
Ford, who'd run forward and held a hand out to steady this energetic child when she'd been in danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumpled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat.
Uncle Ford, you have got to help me!
Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a serious, though concerned look.
Slow down, Mabel. What's the matter?
Dipper found a stack of pages from your old journals, and I walked in, and Waddles ran up and stared and started eating one, and he must have been showing up on it to warn me. Don't go forward, because look!
Mabel takes the ripped halves of paper back from Ford's hand and joins them together, holding it up for Ford to see. The Messiah! It's prophecy!
No. I see. And you took it as a warning?
Yes, it says here that it eats small dogs, and Waddles is a small pig. But he sort of looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life.
Yes, my smooth, rotund, pink dog. Yeah,
I
totally.
her voice at the end, but
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like from a distance, yeah, but it's also hilarious thinking about that. Waddle seems to second this notion with a snort. Or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably a short distance away in the hallway. I can't imagine what this dangerous predator could be. Some kind of wolf? Something bigger? You're certainly not so keen on staying anymore.
Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? Waddles was so scared that time. I couldn't let him leave my side.
Pterodactyl? You suppose pigs are allowed in museums around here?
How about I finish the repellent I never got around to completing? They'll keep Waddles safe from harm.
Mabel flops down on the floor in relief.
But go forward, you're an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear.
Ford chuckles, lifting himself out of the kneel and standing back up. Oh, fuck my knees. No, that'd be more Stan, actually. That'd be more Stan.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go get my recipe.
Okay, Ford turns to leave, and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for the weeks you're going to be here, it wouldn't hurt to get to know Ford. He seems to know what there is to do around town. Anyway, and you'll need that to not die of boredom in the first week. Well, that's too damn bad! Or, more pressingly, you could go check on your car and see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car on the side of the house again, though. Get to know Ford.
We're gonna go check our car!
We're gonna get to know Ford. No. After Ford leaves, Mabel rolls away with her pig, literally, towards the living room, and you head out of the house and start to just imagine she, like, flops down next to Waddles, and they synchronize roll away. And you're like,
just like a rolling pin!
What is that, like, 80s pop music that I'm hearing?
Oh my god. Do you want to save it now, or?
Yeah, we'll save it. We'll save it here, it's fine. Return. The mystery shack should only have 4 main sides, but you feel like you've made your rounds past 5 of them before finally seeing your absolute wreck of a car. You swear it looks even worse than it did when you crashed it. Stan stands before it. Say that 10 times fast. Stan stands before it. Stan stands before it. Stan. Hands on his hips as he looks at the large wooden S that's made its indent in the car's hood.
How bad is it?
Can't tell you. Not until I get this letter off the hood. An S never did like to stay in place.
Mystery hack, huh?
Look, if you're gonna insult me. Oh, you were reading the sign. I'm fixing that later, alright? Just avert your eyes. Don't look at it. Alright, our first choice.
Well, of course, I am gonna offer to help him. Guess we should fix it as soon as possible, then.
Sounds good to me. Give me a hand here, would you?
What was that?
I was drinking my Baja Blast. Stan directs you to help him push the wooden S off the car. It stalls a little its own dent, but with another firm shove, its end meets the ground. Stan gives it another push with a grunt, and it tips, falling completely to the ground with a whoop. Now that it's free of its burden, Stan lifts up the dented hood of the car to take a look inside. He hums and haws and rubs a hand over his chin in thought, walking over to his toolbox and grabbing a tool before walking back, still assessing the damage. Yeah, this one's gonna take a while. You've got parts that need replacing, not to mention she's not gonna look so hot after this. Not unless Ford's got the tech squirreled away somewhere that can smooth out these dents. The more he tells you of the situation, the more this all sinks in. You really are stuck here. Stan spots your worried frown. Hey, Frebel, right? Look, I know how this sounds, but with me on the job, you'll be all set and back on the road in no time.
You think so?
I lied. Kid, I know so. I've even got a plan to get those replacement parts of yours. Might not be able to clean up all these scuff marks after I'm done, but she'll run. And hey, so maybe you gotta stay a couple of days. So what? There are worse places to get stranded, believe me. In fact, I'd even say the Mystery Shack is the best place to get stranded. We've got all tons of stuff for people just passing through. Merchandise, magic, mystery, and other M words. Mayhem. You get the idea. Stan tosses the tool in his hand back in the toolbox, exchanging it for another. He works for a while longer in your silence. Metallic clanks and the occasional heavy breath, all that mixes in with the sounds of the outdoors. You stand by, awkward, uncomfortable, and a little useless.
Yeah, that's me every time.
Yeah.
Can I help with anything?
Know anything about cars?
No.
Stan straightens, cracks his back, and sets down a tool before leaning casually against the nearest load-bearing surface. He wipes his forehead and lets his hand fall to his waist and gives you an assessing look. How about colleges? Tall tales? Improv? Is it collages? How do you spell college?
Collages, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you just said college, like the
Oh,
college.
I can't spell, man. Collages.
Yeah, I think I can handle that. But what does that have to do with this?
Child labor.
I'm 25.
You gestured your stranded car, held in limbo between life and death by nothing other than Stan Pines' car expertise and a little luck. And the work of the Lord. Nothing. I was planning on having you help Suze around the shack. A favor for a favor, what do you say? Well, it's more interesting than helping Ford with his past problem? You accept. Alright, follow me. You fellows stand back into the Mystery Shack, passing by the showroom and getting a glimpse of an energetic figure leading a flock of tourists through a veritable sea of obviously fabricated oddities. You hear the words, "And this is the ninth wonder of the world," right in the Mystery Shack. It's what makes this place world famous, dudes.
I still love your impression, I'm sorry.
Thanks, I try. Stan notices your pace slowing as you listen and tosses an explanation back for you. That's Zeus. During operating hours, he's the Mystery Shack's one and only Mr. Mystery. I told him he didn't have to keep the shack running while he's on vacation, but the kid's got a passion for the role. You interested in this kind of stuff?
I was thinking about going on a tour.
It feels weird now that you're staying at a tourist trap, though. And you were kind of going to poke fun at the exhibits. Harder to do when you have to live around your tour guide.
It's fine, really.
Nah, I think I want to give you a tour of the place. You'll get one from the founder himself. You ever hear one of my plugs on the radio? You weren't really paying attention to the radio during the drive, just taking in the Oregon scenery and listening to Linkin Park and Panic at the Disco.
Mostly my phone.
And NSYNC. Bye, 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 bye. Don't wanna be a fool
And
for
Baba.
you. Just another player in the... And Baba. Disco girl.
Disco girl coming through.
That girl is you. So he decides pointing to this place for over a mile down the road. Again, you were pretty preoccupied with the Oregon scenery, and your car going at like over 100 miles per hour crashing into a building, but you guess you did see some signs with question marks on them. That's some vague advertising. Just see what works, bumper stickers, huh? Ha! Still got one on Ford. Anyway, follow me, folks. Well, folk. Shut up! No one cares you have a loud engine. Get ready to be amazed! Stan starts leading you back to the way you came. You trail behind him, a little skeptical, but definitely curious.
Didn't you say the founder would lead this tour?
What the fuck? I am the founder.
Is Zeus the founder?
Stan laughs. What? No, I'm the founder. Built this place from the ground up. Ford's like, no, you fucking didn't, you liar! We already made this joke.
Yeah, we did. But
You
still.
fucking son of a bitch, you lie!
Great Uncle Ford, don't swear! That's $5 and that's $5 in the swear jar!
Mabel's like, that's $50 in the swear jar! And like, Ford's the only one.
Oh
Like,
yeah, he would.
Listen. Stan has made an effort to not swear in front of the kids.
That's why he swears in different languages. So then, like, the kids doesn't really know that he does swear.
Yeah. Stan makes an effort to not swear in front of the kids. Ford doesn't. And then there was a swear jar that was made, and most of the money is from Ford. And pretty soon they'll be making a nice vacation to Disneyland within the next 2 months.
Jesus. But yeah, for the people not knowing it, like, I'm sure that some of you in chat I actually watched Gravity Falls.
Here we go.
So, in the 4th episode where Mabel goes on dates with Gideon, at some point Stan comes up and then, like, he's like, why is Mabel in, like, the paper? And then Wendy tells him, like, oh yeah, everyone is just, like, really excited about their date tonight. And then, like, he says, what, that shyster is dating my niece? But the thing is that he says shyster. Some people would think, like, oh, okay, it's just, like, maybe, like, a turn of tongue that, like, Alex did. But no, shyster is actually a German word for shitter.
Yeah.
So Stan literally just sweared in front of Dipper in German.
Yeah, I love how Alex has managed to get around S&P stuff.
And like, it just tells me that it's canon that because of the many identities that Stan made, he had to actually, like, maybe once or twice learn a new language to actually pass his lie. And like, this is a cool thing, I think, from him.
Also, if you think about it, you know, like the episode with where it's the little gift shop of horrors episode, and there's there's like the mini story truth ache.
Yep.
And Stan gets those truth teeth.
Yep.
Think about this. If Dipper or Mabel had asked at any point anything about the journals,
then he would actually have said, like, oh yeah, this is my brother, but right now he's not there because I've accidentally pushed him into this weird portal that I'm trying to build up in the basement so then, like, he can come back here.
Yep, he would have spilled the beans on everything. Also, Stanford is legally married to Goldie, the animatronic.
Yes, I know that one!
Yeah.
Wait, does that also mean that no, never mind. I was gonna say that, no, it does, that means that Ford just has a bigger, like, list of, like, criminal things that he did. He's not only, like, he's not only wanted in, like, multiple, like, dimensions. He was a weird criminal on Earth, and then, like, suddenly decides to change his name, and whoop, okay, he's back.
Yeah. So, like, Ford comes back, and they're like, I'm sorry, you can't be doing this, you've committed a lot of crimes. What? What the fuck has my brother been doing in my name?
I've seen a comic of just, like, Ford calling Stanley and be like, Stanley, I do have a question for you. Yes? I'm at the airport right now. Why can't I board the plane? What have you done?
Why am I on the no-fly list? Oh, well, you see, that's a long story, Sixer. See, my employee, the current Mr. Mystery, doesn't like his birthday. Or at the time he didn't, so I tried to have it banned. Now I'm banned from well, you are banned from flying.
You know, Sixter, I've been kind of trafficking pugs over the years.
Yeah. I imagine, like, the legal confusion as well, because now that the actual Stanford is back, but Stanley is dead. It just came to me like, what the fuck would they be doing? You know what I mean? I don't know, like, something. Let's move on.
Yep.
Well, metaphorically speaking, I mean, the house was here and the junk was here, but I was the one who just spun this place into a wondrous house of mysterious junk. Morty, we gotta go.
God damn it, Rick popped up.
Stan gestures with his arms like he's smoothing out a rainbow. You're not very impressed. Prepare to be amazed. You're still not very impressed, but his energy gets you hoping you'll be amazed anyway. There's a tour group in the showroom right now. So I'll be taking you on a different cycle that completely misses them. We're starting off in the gift shop. You enter the gift shop, a simple room crowded top to bottom with the standard tourist souvenirs and merchandise. You see t-shirts with question marks, mugs with question marks, and pretty much everything has question marks. In one corner of the room stands a lumpy attempt of a statue labeled The Founder, recognizable as Stan only by the nose and glasses. This room usually comes after I buttered the customers up to buying things, but since you're staying a while, I have plenty of time to sell you stuff later. Take a look around. If you see an impulsive buy, make it. Nothing like trusting your instincts.
Wow.
Okay. Here we go.
I don't know. Yeah, like, I don't know. Okay, I gotta be sincere here. I did kind of like watch the first day of like a little walkthrough because I'm curious, little gal, and I saw that they just looked at like the statue and like went on. So I don't know if we also have to do that or then we can still do the rest. Anyway,
I feel like it doesn't matter because we're just looking.
Yeah. Okay. So you've clicked on like the statue?
Okay. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I should have asked Mabel to carve it. Gotta admit that every version of me has got a charming smile, though. A jar of eyeballs. Thought we sold this thing years ago. Nah, I forgot to put a price on it. It just has a dollar sign on it. Stan takes a dark marker and squeezes in a $99.99. Then he goes back and makes a $29.99. That jar's got a lot of eyeballs. T-shirt. Who doesn't love a good souvenir t-shirt? They're great for layering. And they've got the characteristic mystery shack question mark on them.
What makes it a mystery shack question mark instead of just a regular question mark?
You ask too many questions. Or do you? He says that last part in an exaggerated tone that betrays it as a sales pitch. This guy has no subtlety. Pine tree hat. Dipper used to wear one of those. Suze tells me they sold like hotcakes after Ford tossed his journals into the bottomless pit. Funny, those events have no correlation. Oh, when are you getting your journals, by the way? Have you gotten them yet? I think you would actually tell me if you had gotten them.
Dude, I bought them. It's just like, oh my god. I still haven't gotten the email saying that, yeah, they've been shipped. But dude, it's been a week. I'm acting like a gremlin almost like every day. I get my little hopes up of being like, maybe today is the day that I receive a random email on my phone saying that, oh yeah, your books have been shipped. And I'm like, hell yes!
I feel like if you just ordered Barnes & Noble or something, you'd get them. Or do they not have Barnes & Noble in Canada?
I don't know, dude. Where I am, we have something called Archambault.
English, please?
It's it doesn't translate. It's the name of the brand. It's the name of the store.
Whatever.
Like, okay, I can like type it for you, and then you're just gonna look at it and be like, "What the fuck? How the fuck do I say that?"
What website did you buy these off of?
This one.
You bought them off of this website.
Yeah, because this store is where I live, and like they had it on their website. Dude, I even went up in store, physical store, and like I asked it for them, and they're like, we could order them, but we don't know when we're gonna get them. And it was like
Okay.
maybe like a month ago. Remember that?
Yeah, I'm just like, this is really sus.
But hey, they did sell through the email. They did say that they were gonna be shipped in between 2 weeks and 12 weeks.
Yeah, okay. Well, here's the hoping, buddy.
Yep, because the maximal.
Because then that's.
Go ahead.
I was about to say that statement will then make sense once you get at least the journal.
Yeah, I know.
Scientific
But
shit.
the maximum date that they can be shipped, and I kid you not, is on the 26th
6th
of
of
November.
November. Yeah, we discussed this.
And I'm like, bitch, I want my box!
Yeah. Journals? Bottomless pit. We'll have a chance to swing by the bottomless pit later. It's a prime spot on every tour because the troublemakers always accidentally trip in. I get to lead the tour without them for 20 minutes. I'm kidding! Should have seen the look on your face. Or am I? Asked a calendar. I absolutely know how to read this thing, and you should buy it. Freezer full of ice goods. Just because you're staying over does not mean you get to sneak over here for a popsicle.
Yeah.
I get to do that, but that's because this used to be my place and I get founder's benefits. And Ford's like, oh, but this used to be my place, so I also get founder's benefits. Fuck you. Ford, swear jar, now! Also, I get founder's dibs on the pineapple ice pops.
I don't care, take them.
You can't actually take one out of that stack. I glued them together way back when. Secret business trick.
And you're telling me because...
No one will ever believe you!
Dude, he actually says that. Wait, I think he does say that.
No.
Rebel! You and your stupid power of all knowing the next line.
Wait, I remember now. We ran through this last episode.
I know, we
But I forgot!
Oh my god, are you serious?
Yes!
Oh my god.
Then they'll try it and the whole stack will fall to the floor. You notice, like, you break it, you buy it, and sign on the wall. Employee of every month. Susie's always been the hardest worker in the place. It was only natural to hand it over to him. Done looking. You sure? Well, I think I hear the tour group heading out the showroom anyway. I love how I predicted but not predicted, like subconsciously remembered because I forgot. I was like, haha, funny joke. I'm thinking of that one audio from something where it's like, I'm telling you this because no one will ever believe you, you monster, or something along the lines of that. Like, oh, how did you injure yourself? Oh, I was hula hooping, and you're telling me this why? Because no one will ever believe you. And I was thinking of that, forgetting that this was an actual line.
It's Stan that we're talking about. Oh yeah.
Now, most tourists don't appreciate nature's artistic genius, by which I mean my artistic genius because I remembered you're gonna help me out today. You don't think of up a money-making wonder like the Sasquatch by having a boring 9-to-5 office job. You think it up when you wonder, why hasn't anybody found the Sasquatch? Could it be that its name has been mispronounced this whole time? I said mispronounced. The fuck? Okay. Anyway, just let me know when you've soaked up enough inspiration from this room. Because you're gonna need to use it right after.
What are we looking at?
I don't know, but like, look. Antlers behind him. Ah, that's funny. There's literally nothing.
But I do love what I'm watching right now.
Alright, well, that's all, folks. Alright, come on, you're gonna see what makes this place the Mystery Shack instead of just the Shack. We're making another attraction for the showroom. You follow Stan through the living room to the kitchen, where stuffing and animal parts are strewn across the surface to your left. Stan pulls out a thick needle and spool of thread, and as an afterthought adds a couple of nails and a hammer to the pile. It seems a little unsanitary to do this right across from the fridge, and has the potential to look almost gruesome if it weren't so oddly cartoonish. He steps up to the workspace and pulls out the googly eyes that have been glued over the lifeless, glassy ones typical of taxidermy. Mabel's contributions to the craft project remain firmly intact. That's what I get for letting Mabel bring her stash of scrapbooking supplies. That's one more thing to add to the backstory.
Backstory?
Why, you really don't think tourists are dumb enough to believe that the thing you're selling them is what you tell them is just like that, do you? Because if you do, you'll be set to do business in Gravity Falls. Anywhere else, though, customers take a little more work. See, every good piece comes with some kind of story, or if you point text, there's some kind of lore. To MacPat! Again, I'm making this. I've already made these jokes. Fuck, I'm not original in a sense. Wait, Markiplier too? Holy shit!
We're gonna continue, dude.
Alright. Horror stories work pretty well, because with enough suggestion, people can always find ways to spook themselves. Done it for years. It's kind of an art. Stan appears nonchalant, but you can see a quiet pride within him. Alright.
Sounds easy.
Sounds easy. I'm trusting you with this, at least, because you have the walkthrough.
No, don't worry. I am totally going with my instinct also.
Oh boy. Stan looks merely amused. Stan merely looks amused. Okay, let's see you take a shot at it after we put this thing together.
You said you've done this for years?
Always had a knack for it, even when I was a kid. Sure, there was a little learning curve involved, and I had a few unhappy customers over the years. Stan pauses seemingly to reminisce, and the mixed smile grimace on his face tells you he probably had many, many unhappy customers. But mostly I've run a great business on telling lies. I mean stories. You're learning from a true master, kid.
Then let's get the showpiece already.
Stan turns his attention back to the workspace, and you notice once more the daunting selection of items that lay upon the table. It's not the number, but the variety that makes you unsure of how you're going to craft something out of this. Yeah, I don't know what you're gonna do with this stuff. Surprise me! Stan walks off to the side to, you guess, do some work of his own. You're glad he's not going to watch you the whole way through. Alright. How are you going to approach this? While you figure that out.
I don't know. Piece together as many matches as possible.
My mom called, so I'm messaging her.
Okay.
Alright, what are we doing?
I'm gonna go with piece together as many disparate parts as I can find.
My mom just grammar corrected me on the text that I sent her. Because I told her, hey, me and Axe bought tickets to the convention, and she's like, I need to talk to you about one thing. But,
It's Axe and I.
It's here! It doesn't fucking matter! I love her. Oh my... Hold on. Oh my god.
Are you gonna be okay?
No, she's telling me about she said that she had a chat with the ENT's office, which is for my ear situation, because I'm miserable.
Oh.
I'll see if she can text it to me rather than call, because I won't be able to listen. I love my mom. And, like, I talk to her whenever she calls, but then I'm busy, and I can't call her.
Oh, yeah, no, exactly.
It's, Alright, what are we doing?
Disparate parts, as I can find.
The house should keep these parts attached.
I'm gonna go with the hand stitching.
Alright. You have to base your work off of. What next?
I wanna add some sculpted details. Hey Stan, I'm finished!
It was nice while I couldn't talk in this voice. Hey, not bad, Frebble, not bad at all. Stan lifts her anomalous amalgam aloft triumphantly. So what's the story here? Give it to me. How do you want to approach this?
I'm gonna have fun with it. This is Friskurken, a fish, squirrel, chicken.
Stan nods approvingly. Sounds like you got the hang of this. Alright, this thing's about as close to show ready as it'll get. Wait here a sec. Stan carries the showpiece out of the room. After a few moments, you hear his footsteps return, and he comes into the room with 2 cans of Pick Cola. Stan sets one down on the dining table, and its condensation starting a slow drip onto the table surface. He waves you over to join him, and you slide into the seat across from him. Nothing like a cold one to finish up the day. Cheers! He picks up his can, gesturing towards you with it as he leans leisurely back in his chair, and you watch as he takes a sip.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I fumbled, so I immediately went into like
robot mode.
Yeah. Hold on. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I apologize for all of you. I'm looking. Because I was supposed to be getting like a nasal thing.
Oh.
Hold on. Okay. Alright. It's a nice looking sip. And now you're staring. You're staring. You pull over your own can and pop it open. So, got any questions for me? What is your mother's maiden name? Talking tends to ease me into a new place. Might do the same for you. Alright.
Well, how about him? What question about him? So, tell me about yourself.
Stan laughs nervously. Fuck. What is this, a first date? Well, I'm, Pines, Stan Pines, Imagineer, town darling, used to be proprietor of the Mystery Shack. He pauses, and stays paused. You give him an expectant look that wants him to continue, and he clears his throat nervous. What, you were serious? I don't, get this often. Long as I can get people to listen to me is when I'm selling them something, and even then it's tough luck. Last time someone listened to me, they tried to eat me. Can you believe that? I barely got much meat left on me.
And? Keep going, you can't just end it there.
Stan gives an uncertain smile, which becomes a full-on grin, and he laughs. Alright, I'll tell you. So, you see, there's this irresistible thing called revenge. Stan tells you a tale of a road trip, a mountain full of mummies, and a woman who was secretly a spider. You don't believe a word of it, but find yourself enjoying it anyway. Stan knows how to hold his audience in a decent suspense, and he seems to light up whenever you laugh at the right parts, grinning along with you. Before today, you'd never even heard of Mr. Mystery before, but now you feel like you're really seeing something special here, one-on-one with the man himself.
How about the exhibits?
Okay.
The showroom already seemed full when I saw it earlier. Why make more?
Tourists love variety. Put up a sign advertising a new attraction and they'll come pouring through the doors. When I started this place, I didn't think I'd, like making these. Used to be just another thing that made money. Now I'm stuck with it. Yes, 30-something years of routine will do that to a man. Stan sounds gruff, but it's a fond gruffness. Sixer says keeping familiar habits helps too, so I've kept it up. You think I could sell some of these as art pieces?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could play them up to buyers and sell them at even more ridiculous prices than I usually would.
I'd buy you one.
I'm holding you that.
I think that's gonna be it because like I feel like that if we start to ask questions about Ford, Stan is not gonna like that.
Okay.
Like no more questions.
Stan tips his head back to get that final sip of pit. You watch as he drinks it intensely.
Dude, that bad apple moving. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, you thirsty hoe. You need this Baja Blast more than I do. My god.
Can you send it over? I want to taste it now.
Then sets his empty can down with an air of finality. Well, Frebble, you did good for your first try. If you feel like helping me around again sometime, returning the favor on the car, let me know. You nod and Stan gets up to leave when you remember something.
Wait, I still owe you the price of admission, right? For the tour earlier?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Gives me something to hold over if you need it.
Oh
Hold
god.
over you.
Oh.
I'm gonna hold you. Hold on.
Your mom's still talking?
Yeah, no, it's, so, right now I'm currently, you guys know, I'm currently dealing with a eustachian tube dysfunction that's just been progressively getting worse, and so I'm gonna be seeing another type of ear doctor in, like, a week. It cannot come fast enough, but my tinnitus has been getting worse, and I get stricken with random earaches sometimes, and it sucks. So, a while ago, my doctor prescribed me with this nasal spray that I have to get from a certain pharmacy company, but I sent in my insurance and they're like, this isn't it. And I was like, what? And I've been meaning to tell my mom about this problem because now she just talked to me and was like, hey, did you get those? And I'm like, oh, right, I forgot to tell you about the nasal spray that I didn't get.
Oof.
She's on the phone with these people now to deal with said issue.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna thank her because I love my mom. We have our spats, but you know, enough talking about my mother. Naito, your mother.
And where I don't, and there's me who doesn't like even my parents. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I want to visit your mother.
Good luck with that.
Alright, he says that, and he leaves, but even from what little you've seen from him, you feel like Stan's not the type to really hold that over you. At least, not for anything serious. This tourist trap might have more to offer than he thought. Okay! Is that what's supposed to be in?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, hopefully.
Because, like, this is the first day. They don't really know us.
Yeah. You wake up to a loud crash downstairs. Not entirely uncommon in this house, you're quickly finding out, but still disconcerting. More clatters and thumps lead you to the kitchen, where Mabel teeters on a short step ladder in front of the pantry. Standing on her tiptoes, she reaches as high as she can for a small yellow box on the shelf. Pancake mix. I should have bought pancake mix while I was at the store getting my stuff. Fuck! Because now I want them again. I really want to make a video of me, like, being like, hey guys, what's up? Today, I'm gonna be making macaroni stuffed pancakes.
What?
We discussed this.
I feel like we did, yes, but...
Yes, we did. We did when we were doing the Ford route. I was like, you know what would really be interesting to try? Macaroni stuffed pancakes.
I do remember, but the taste must be weird.
I'm being fucking serious. I will give that a shot.
Alright.
I will try that. Alright. Without a word, you go to her side and pluck the box from the shelf for her, placing it into her outstretched hand.
Oh, Frebble! Thank you! Rickleston put it on the top shelf for some reason. But I need some Mabel cakes. It's a breakfast emergency!
Gee, I wonder why he would put that on the top shelf. She waggles
One
her
or two.
she waggles her free fingers in your face, and you can't help but laugh. You can tell the house becomes more alive when this kid's around.
Wanna help me make them? We only need chocolate milk, coffee, pink food coloring, and pot of gozo to make this breakfast dream a breakfast reality.
Do you think...
Don't know if I said that right.
Yeah, no, you're fine. Do you know about like that one TikTok guy that like where it plays, or like, you know, those TikTokers that like plays clips of cartoons where there's food on it, and then they're like, yeah, I can make that, and then they proceed to make the food. I wonder if they'll do this.
Oh shit.
Calling all TikTok chefs. Fucking make this. I want to see you make this and actually make it edible. Like, make it. I need to see this happening. I can kind of see how it would work. Like, you would use the chocolate milk as the milk instead of that. Coffee? I feel like a little bit of a sprinkle would do that. Pink food coloring, obviously, food coloring, and pot of goldos would be, like, the garnish on top.
Yeah, or then, like, you cook the pancake in some coffee.
Maybe? Wait, how would you do that? That would just make it mush.
Like, okay, you put the pancake mix until, like, it is okay, and then, like, you flip it, and at the same time, you wait just a tiny bit for it to form, like, the little crust, and then you pour some coffee in it, just enough, so then, like, that side actually cooks into coffee, and then, like, you flip it, and then, like, you maybe need to add a tiny bit more coffee, so then, like, the pancake absorbs it, and, like, you know.
I actually also want to try making this. Because I feel like I could actually make it an edible thing.
Yeah, but this is gonna be a pass for me, because I don't like coffee.
Yeah, I feel like I said, I was thinking of more ground coffee to sprinkle in.
Oh.
I realize now that that's actually not smart.
No, let's just continue with this.
Alright. As delicious as that sounds, you're inclined to ask where the coffee comes into the mix. Yeah, see, we're
my god!
We're all puzzling about, like, yeah, like this thing and this thing makes sense, but coffee? When you realize the house is suspiciously quiet.
Mabel, where is everybody?
Oh, Stan needed stuff for the car, so he went to go get Techie stuff for that. I think Ford's somewhere.
He heard the abominable bro man was trying to steal soda from campers, so he went to help them out.
Yep, that's where he went. Totally knew that.
So they left you guys to make breakfast on your own?
I'm like adding stuff to my sticky notes. You don't know the family well enough yet to know this is commonplace, so the idea of leaving two teenagers alone to fend for themselves seems fine. If one of the teenagers wasn't Mabel, anyway. You still don't know how coffee fits into her Mabel cakes, but now you don't really want to know. Dipper attempts to hide the pancake mix from Mabel while she's grabbing the chocolate milk from the fridge. Apparently, he doesn't want to find out either.
Mabel, while your Mabel cake sounds absolutely divine, why don't we...
Quick, think of something so you don't hurt her feelings.
Why don't we let Dipper... Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because we'd have to do both, and we
don't skip too fast.
It's fine. We've done this before. What do we get?
So
what are we getting at Greasy's Diner?
I know. Wait a second. So example that people just came in and they're just like, what the fuck? They just fucking skipped it. So we try to convince Mabel, be like, hey, Dipper, can you cook? Yeah, no, I can't. And then, like, I actually proposing diner, and, like, Mabel is like, but I want everyone to taste it. But then at some point we're like, okay, yeah, no, let's go to the diner, and like, we left a note, and now we're there. God damn it, what the fuck, Red Bull? You piece of shit, what? God damn it, okay, no, that hurt my feelings, literally, that did.
I'm sorry, I tried to stay quiet during...
But you kept mixing it and, like, cutting me. I'm gonna go with scrambled eggs just for that. Fuck the pancakes.
Yeah, go ahead. Fuck the pancakes.
Scrambled eggs.
Coming right up, sweetie. Lazy Susan winks with her good eye, of course, and heads back to the diner. Oh, thank God I can actually get the nasal spray.
Woof.
Maybe. I'll have to see. The wait for your food to arrive feels longer here than most. Mainly due to Mabel and Dipper using this time to interrogate you. At first it was somewhat intimidating. You literally crashed into their house and started hanging out with their great uncles, so they have lots of questions. Once the irrational fear of two 13-year-olds fades out, you recognize their interview for what it really is. They care about their grunkles. If you do start hanging out with them more, they want to know as much about you as possible.
Oh God, here it goes.
Hold on. I'm gonna get the last of my Baja Blast. Hold on. Alright, that's done. There will be no more Baja Blasting inconvenience.
Thank you.
Mabel's questions are somewhat nonsensical.
I do hope that it was good, though. Jesus Christ!
Alright, I'm done. I cross my heart, I'm done.
Okay.
So, if you were stranded on a deserted island with no boat, no cheating, what would you take with you?
I was actually gonna answer the question. Well, dippers are more careful and calculated. What were you doing before you came here? School? Work? Both? Neither? Did you know about Gravity Falls before you crashed into the shack? You immediately know which grunkle each twin takes after. Stan and Mabel, goofy partners in crime, versus the quiet brainiacs, Ford and Dipper. It's an intriguing contrast, especially now that you're thrown into the middle of the bunch.
Nah, it's cute.
But as the twins race to see which syrup bottle drips into their mouths the fastest, Dipper's blueberry syrup beats Mabel's classic maple by half a millisecond. You swear on it. You know that these kids do a lot more for their great uncles than just be cute counterparts. And here we go. Enjoy, kiddos. Let me know if you need anything else. Wow, you look like the 4th of July. It makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Jesus Christ.
Lazy Susan gives out the respective plates, and the kids go quiet, shoveling down their food like they've never been fed before. Between mouthfuls, you get a few more questions about yourself and your theories on aliens versus which member of M Synchronize was your favorite. But the is that a play on to NSYNC?
Oh, that could be.
Was your favorite, but the table is near silent as the three of you eat. That is, until Mabel speaks up through a mouthful of pancake.
So, Rebel, if in a totally made-up and unreal situation, you had to pick who your favorite was, who'd you pick? Grunkle Stan or Grunkle Ford?
I try to speak with like a mouthful.
No, that's fair. Oh, there's more. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Can I pick both?
¿Por qué no los dos? Why not both? Wait. Why does this want me to No! Okay.
Are you okay there, buddy?
Yeah, it's just filling out stuff. I'm doing a thing, I'm sorry.
That's me being irritating, I'm sorry.
Hey, you're good. You're okay, baby girl. You're fine. I'm just trying to fill this out real quick. I'm so sorry, everybody. But my mother is always consistently insistent about stuff, and I just want to also get this done. But so, Fred, why don't you talk about whatever's happening in your life while I do this?
Oh God, okay, well, how about I talk why we're streaming right now? Why Monday? Well, the thing is that, sadly, all this weekend that I just passed through was at my parents'. And I'm like, well, I don't know if, like, on Tuesdays we're gonna be able to stream as I work. What the
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. My bad. Ignore that.
Okay, you need to back up, my guy.
Okay, but did they like... Oh, shit, I accidentally...
Yeah, no, you did.
Well... You talk about your thing. Talk about your thing.
Okay. So, yeah, I spent the weekend at my parents', a place that I don't want to go. This is like one of the last places that I want to go in my life, and I can assure you that the freaking parents, I hate my parents. So, I was like, maybe not Thursday because, you know, like I finished work, and then like it's gonna be 6, and then like some like other things, and you know, and Wednesday I have a feeling that I'm just gonna pass the whole day with my boyfriend because we haven't seen each other for 4 days. So yeah. So I thought like, hey, I don't know where my parents are gonna be back, but I'm sure that they were not gonna arrive at 5. So how about we stream tonight? Yay! So that's why we're here.
Huzzah! I'm like trying to find a thing to do. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying to think aloud in my brain. You continue talking. I'm actually gonna take a bathroom break.
Oh, okay.
So, like, tell them about, like, stuff. Like, how much you love the Stan twins.
Oh! Red Bull! Don't put me on the freaking spot
No,
again!
no, I kid.
Oh,
yeah, I
God.
will be right back. I promise. Sorry, this is... Meds!
Yeah. But yes, welcome everyone. I do hope that you're enjoying the stream right now. I know that I'm the one talking, and it feels a bit weird because this is not my stream, and I don't know what to talk about. But how about we talk about the new thing that actually brought everyone into Gravity Falls, a Book of Bill. I actually can't wait to actually get my own copy. Sadly, I'm gonna have the red one because we don't have a book barn here where I live. But there is a theory, or it actually is true. There's like 2 versions, like the gold version and the red version, like the normal version. And the gold version has like maybe like 10 to 15 more pages into it. So this is actually pretty interesting. But the thing is that what is so different with those 2, with a third version being the silver one? I've never actually seen anyone having this version of the book. So I do wonder what is different in that book than the 2 other ones. Like, do you guys think there's like maybe a I don't know, like extra pages and like more of a like black light sort of book? I don't know. It could be.
What's up, baby girl? What's poppin'?
Oh, hey, you're back!
I'm back. I also, while I was in the bathroom, I got my Baja Blast earrings.
No.
I just realized your PNG is not up.
Oh my god! Dude! I wasn't there!
You were never there!
I was... Are you telling me I was in the freaking, like dreamscape or something? I wasn't there.
You were merely a voice in my head.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I swear.
but I have my Baja Blast earrings. I thought I'd grab them to. Here, let's actually go to chatting.
Oh, this is.
And I gotta do the influencer hand. Focus.
Oh yeah, this is cute.
Focus, motherfucker, focus. Here we have the brand new Baja Blast.
You know, it is not
Bitch!
gonna, like, just...
Okay, well, just imagine Mountain Dew Baja Blast can, but teeny tiny, and that's it. Okay.
Okay.
Now that hopefully distraction is gone, and I can properly focus on the game, let's do it.
Yeah. So like scroll.
Here.
Okay. I did read that about like which one would you choose?
I can't scroll back any farther, so this is why we're using the history. This seems too planned compared to her other cutesy questions. Dipper elbows his sister not so subtly, and she elbows him right back. Wide eyes staring at him in a sibling-linked look. You can't decipher. Did someone say cipher? Oh shit! I forgot to switch screens. Whatever, it's fine. Everything's all over the place now.
Like, say you're in a movie. Like one of those weird movies Grunkle Stan watches on TV with the ladies in poofy dresses riding horses.
Awfully specific, but you let her continue. I think it's called Bridgerton. No. It's the Dutch disapproves. This one doesn't mess around with. Wait, oh yeah. Awfully specific, but you let her continue taking another bite of your food.
You're the main character of this movie, and you got two guys who are both madly in love with you.
This one doesn't mess around with getting right to the point, huh?
But you could only marry one of them, so you could be the next in line for the throne. What would you do if Uncle Stan and Gorkofo were your choices? Who would you go with?
Mabel, this is kind of weird, isn't it? Like, really weird and kind of gross.
Come on, Dipper. This is important information that's vital to my research.
What research?
None of your business. Yet, but I'm still gathering other research.
Like, Dipper's like, what kind of research, Nanya? What's Nanya? None your business! Oh!
So you can click return. Okay.
Yeah.
No, what are you doing?
I'm going... Oh.
There you go. Read that. There we go.
Mabel leans towards Dipper's ear to whisper, waggling her brow at you before she replies in not a whisper, but quite the opposite.
Research into how you're a huge nerd!
The opportunity was there and I had to take it.
No, it's okay.
And with that, Mabel catapults a spoonful of melted butter from atop her pancakes onto Dipper's cheek with a very satisfying splat. Dipper jerks in disgust but retaliates by smearing strawberry syrup onto Mabel's nose, a drop of stickiness plopping onto her sweater.
Ew, gross!
You're gross. There's no vitriol between the twins, but lots of giggles and a few more various food missiles. Eventually, syrup streaks Mabel's cheekbones and some of her hair, and Dipper has a small piece of pancake stuck to his face.
You guys are dorks.
Maybe you're right, but we're twins, so it's adorable.
It is. Did I ever told you that I almost had a twin?
Let me guess, you ate them in the womb!
Sadly no. Like,
Fuck!
Yeah.
Where's the lore in that?
The lore... yeah, no. I am more realistic on this one. Sadly, they died. And,
oh shit.
like, my mom just plopped it out. Like, just...
Oh my god! Okay. Wow. How do I react to that? Holy shit.
Not on the floor. Don't worry about that.
Jesus fuck, how do I react to that information? My god, Fred. Like, thank you for telling me some lore of your life, but my god. Like, I can't. What are you saying? Alright, if you say so, Mabel.
Wait, quick, Fribble! Take a picture of us while Dipper's got a pancake on his face!
I have what? He swipes quickly at his face and after several passes, gets it off.
I was trying to get more candid pictures of us.
Mabel, you have syrup everywhere.
Really? Oh, that would have been a perfect photo!
Here, let me get it. Your hands are sticky enough.
You get back up with napkin in hand and try to swipe some of the syrup off Mabel's cheeks. The excess syrup swipes off easily, but a good portion doesn't budge.
I mean, maybe syrup as makeup is the next new look.
Don't give Mabel ideas. She will actually try to make that a reality.
No, exactly.
Introducing from Ulta Beauty, the Canadian makeup palette. One of the colors is called maple syrup, and the other is Ryan Reynolds.
You do know that the actor who did Wolverine is also Canadian?
What?
Yeah, he is.
No!
He is! Look it up!
Hugh Jackman is Canadian?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't fucking believe you.
I heard it.
It says it's Australian actor.
Wait, really?
Yes.
I did hear that he was from Canada, though. What the
No,
fuck?
that's Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds is from Canada.
I know that, but I thought that Wolverine was also Canadian.
No.
Okay.
No, Hugh Jackman's Australian, Ryan Reynolds is Canadian, and so is Deadpool, which makes it perfect.
Okay.
Good
Moving
check.
on.
Yeah, no, I don't think he ever lived in Canada. He was born in Sydney, Australia. Alright. Let's go. That's one word for a kid. Holy shit! Introducing what's the applause, sitcom applause.
Okay. We wondered where you went once we came back to a suspiciously quiet house. If it weren't for Dipper's note, we would have been worried.
The Sixer would have been worried. I tried to tell you kids pull this kind of stuff all the time. Heading out unannounced, putting stress on your poor old grunkle's heart. He puts a hand over his heart dramatically. All those missing hours of unpaid child labor. Actually, that note wasn't me. Well, I wrote it, but Rebel's the one who said we should, so that you know where we went. Both Ford and Stan turned to look at you, surprised. A responsible adult? Holy shit!
Damn! That exists!
Really? Figured these two knuckleheads knuckleheads dragged you here. Well, yes, but also...
Why not make breakfast at home? This place is at least a 15-minute walk from the shack.
Ford, you are a physically fit old man. I feel like fitness would not be a concern to you.
Maybe he cares more about the kids.
Maybe. Yeah, you're right.
And that is pretty cute. Well,
You glance at Dipper, swiping his finger across Mabel's cheek and licking the blueberry syrup off. Mabel has a pancake in her mouth, chewing on it like a grazing sheep. Totally in a mood.
Yes. I wanted to treat them to something, I guess. It's the least I can do. You're letting me stay with you and fixing my car. I thought since you were gone, I'd take these two out for a change.
Also, Mabel's gonna make Mabel cakes again.
You're just mad you can't even make toast right.
Well, yes, I can. I burned it one time. One time. Dipper holds his syrup-tipped finger in the air, indignant.
Well, Mabel wanted you guys to enjoy her Mabel cakes too. And since there wasn't much food, I figured I'd take them out.
Ford asked Mabel about her creation, wondering how much extra caffeine one could gain from adding instant coffee to the concoction. Told ya! Stan stays quiet. You catch him out of the corner of your eye. He's staring at you. A lopsided smile tugging at the corner of his mouth.
Aww.
Ah!
Oh my god, he's blushing! Oh, that's cute! He's adorable. Okay. I'm sorry.
Thanks, Rebel.
I never saw that sprite. I'm sorry, continue.
No, you can appreciate it. I give you permission.
It's adorable. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Okay, we're playing. It's fine. Thanks, Rebel. Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem at all.
You smile warmly at Stan despite the heat spreading over your cheeks, but he's rubbing the back of his neck, looking down to his feet. Mabel throws a theatrical wink your way. You're not sure why. Well, kid, if you're paying, scoot over, Dipper. I want breakfast too.
Stanley, it's at least 12:30 now.
Ford, I'm gonna introduce you to a novel concept called brunch. I love how every time he's like, there's this thing, and you're just like, I'm gonna tell you about a really cool thing called this. He's like, I know.
Dude, you're just repeating yourself. We went through this.
Oh my god, I'm so tired. I remember you sent me a voice message actually talking about how, like, people would have to catch Ford up to the 30 years that he missed, and you're like, who would tell him about the Twin Towers? And I was like, I suspected that's where that question was actually gonna be asked, because I was like, they're gonna ask me about the Twin Towers, aren't they? Lo and behold.
Oh my god.
Stanley, what happened to the Twin Towers? Funny story.
Oracle Ford, that means it's time for brunch. Duh!
See, this kid gets me. Now let me in so I can get some grub. Dipper moves to your side of the booth as Stan sits next to Mabel. And Ford sits at Dipper's side. Lazy Susan comes back and takes orders for another round of food and drinks for everyone, including Mabel, who decided she wants more pancakes. You're starting to regret offering to pay, but as Stan and Mabel try their hand at the syrup drip race, with Dipper cheering them on, Ford watching with a wide grin on his face, you know you don't really mind that much.
That was adorable.
Yeah, that was adorable. Over the next few days, you continue to help out around the Mystery Shack. Not out of obligation, but because you have nothing better to do. Besides Seuss, practically the golden retriever of people, is really digging the input on the current installments from the outsider's perspective. Bless his soul. Bless your heart. The guy even offered to give you a job if you'd end up stranded here forever, dude, and need to make a life for yourself. Stan nearly choked on his ice pop as he overheard. Thinking about it now, the relationship between Seuss and Stan is unexpected, if not a little odd. But it makes you smile that no matter how many times Stan may roll his eyes as he does it, he'll always help Seuss get something done just right.
Seuss, can I get a job here, please? That could be nice.
Showered and dressed, you go outside as per usual, but don't see anyone. After a few minutes search, you find Stan standing with his back to you in one of the exhibit rooms, admiring the weird and wonderful animal amalgamates he's collected for his tourist trap, hand at his chin in thought.
Am I interrupting something important between you and the gooserky?
Gooserky, which I think is a goose and a turkey. Because why the fuck not? Stan turns at the sound of your voice, smiling. Nope, you need something?
You have any plans tonight?
Whoa!
That starts pretty like out there, like bam.
Damn.
Okay.
The fucking balls! Dude, I wish I had that!
I wish too. Holy shit!
Us two shy people.
Oh my god, that can't flirt for shit.
Yeah. He mulls your question over a few moments, giving you an assessing look up and down. Dude! Whoa. Hello?
Sir!
Sir?
buy me dinner first.
Yeah, I love making that joke. Every time someone's like, they do this thing, and I'm like, well, buy me dinner first. I've got a couple errands to run. Why, you want to tag along?
Okay.
Only if you need a partner in
crime.
Sure, sounds like,
only if you
He's like, I'm not committing any crime.
Oh, I like that. I like the second one. Depends on what kind of errands you've got in mind. Actually, I'm gonna see what Ford's up to today. No.
So what's the option?
I feel like I'm gonna go with like what fits him, and be like only if you need a partner in crime.
Okay. Stan blinks in surprise. What are you, psychic? Wait, really? This is a figure of speech, but You guess you should have known better. Alright, I'm heading out in a couple hours. Meet me out front.
A couple of hours? But...
No buts, Rebel. You can't rush this stuff, trust me.
Okay, sure. Not ominous at all, Stan.
Yeah, meet me out front if you think you can handle it. What the fuck? He turns...
Oh, guy.
He goes... He don't even want to know. He turns to go, but stops for a second and then turns back. Oh my god, I was actually going to make a joke being like, show up tonight wearing all black. But I didn't fucking... Oh, and wear black. So that you don't mind getting dirty.
Oh! I'm so sorry. My mind is go. Sorry.
Before you can ask why, he's gone into the depths of the shack. A couple of hours turns into a handful, which you pass by watching some TV with Mabel and Dipper and dozing off. You have no idea what kind of satellite they get out here, but the shows on now are some of the most bizarre programming you've ever seen. Once you watch that show that, like, Mabel says that Stan likes to watch, and you find it kind of entertaining, but it's okay. You'd only watch it if you'd only watch it if, like, you were stuck to the couch without the remote and you couldn't change the channel.
And you don't want to get up.
I don't want to get up. Or maybe like that stuff on the used to be about history channel. Like, that's also okay. There's this one called Justin Kerprank. That was alright. You're not really into that kind of stuff. But then there was like a Duck Detective, some reruns. There's some Duck Detective reruns, you know. Like, it was some of the first few episodes, but, you know, it's okay. Like, you guessed the plot twist of...
People are actually gonna question if you're rating that or not.
Like, you already kind of theorized that Duck Detective had a twin brother. But, you know, sometimes it's nice to rewatch to get that feeling of nostalgia. You know, Tiger Fist, that one's more up your street. You really like Tiger Fist. This is all my knowledge of all the Gravity Falls TV shows.
Exactly.
Oh god! You've had enough waiting. Once you've had enough waiting, you change into your darkest clothes and set out on the front steps of the shack, watching as the sun starts to sink past the trees. It's cloudy and unusually warm for this time of day, but there's a nice breeze out. It's strange that these errands need to happen so late in the day, considering the things you've gathered about his criminal past. However, maybe this is a typical weekday night for Stan.
Oh, the
He literally only changed his shirt. The screen door creaks, and out comes Stan, dressed in all black, just like you are, with a lumpy duffel bag under one arm and a briefcase in the other hand. Oh boy. As he's about to speak, a sudden gust of wind comes along and ruffles his hair, and he smooths it down irritably. Whatever. Before regaining his cool and nodding at you. Stupid wind. I'm trying to be suave and cool. Shut up. Ready?
Ready?
You slide into the passenger seat as Stan settles into the driver's seat. It takes a couple of tries to start, but the engine's chugging away by the time you've got your seatbelt on. The radio stammers to life as the engine does, spitting out generic-sounding rock music into the leather-scented air of the car's interior. After a moment spent adjusting mirrors and fiddling with knobs, Stan slots the gear shift into drive and pulls out of the Mystery Shack lot and down the road to town. Whoa!
Oh, this is nice! I love this!
That's cool. The radio's on, and Stan taps his fingers on the steering wheel to the beat of the music while he drives.
So I take it we're not making a quick check for milk and eggs.
He laughs and glances over at you. Nope.
Then where are we going?
First up is to see a buddy of mine, a hunter. I get all my taxidermy supplies from him.
So that's where you get your parts from?
I literally just said that. Yeah?
Oh, I just figured you got them from a local farm or something.
You don't want to know what goes on at the local farm. And do business with those hippies? Not a chance.
Well, I really enjoyed making that showpiece with you the other day. Why did that change so fast? What the fuck?
What?
Like, okay, it went with like the hippies, and then like suddenly I just go randomly like, well, I really enjoyed making that showpiece with you the other day, like random.
I feel like that's
change
fine.
it. I had no idea you were so creative.
He glances over at you with poorly hidden surprise, turning almost immediately back to the road and shrugging. It's just gluing stuff together, really.
No, really, it takes a lot of skill. You have a real gift for it.
He turns to you again, and his cheeks go a little pink when he sees the smile you're giving him. Well, thanks. After a moment, I feel like I'm doing my shitty Beetlejuice impression, but more Michael Keaton style. Let's see, I went to Juilliard and I graduated Harvard Law School. I survived the plague. Oh, it's the hope you like Italian. Where'd you go? Oh, come on! Alright, moving on. After a moment, he faces the road again, but now he's tapping out the rhythm of the song with a little more enthusiasm and even humming the chorus as he drives.
Sorry, I was checking if my clothes were actually dried. Do you have any other hobbies?
He rolls his shoulders back in a shrug, his head tilting off a bit towards the window. These days I spend most of my time out on the boat with Ford, hunting monsters, discovering things. He pauses, watching the road with that expression. I used to box. I feel like these guys discuss so casually, like, the concept of, like, yeah, there's, like, a pterodactyl that flies around, or, like, yeah, I go out and, like, hunt monsters in my time. Not even...
No, exactly!
Even registering anymore that some people were, like, are you crazy? Are you
like,
fucking...
fuck,
You're pulling my leg.
Yeah.
I feel like they don't realize that, or maybe they just don't care. Oh, it shows.
Yeah, it shows.
He looks at you again, grinning.
That's amazing. I wish I had grown up doing something like that. I do, actually, because okay, the only school thing that I actually got in when I was little, and I kid you not, you're not even gonna believe me, okay? I was in ballet when I was, like, maybe 5 to 6 years old.
I do believe you, because that was also me.
No! But this is a weird thing, okay? I do remember before, okay, you know when you suddenly have that weird mind awakening when then, like, you remember the last, like, big memories from when you were very little,
Yeah.
but then, like, you don't remember anything before that?
Yeah.
I feel like the mind opening, you know, like, that just, like, you actually suddenly, like, just actually have a conscience, you know? And and I kid you not, I legit do remember a bit before that, but for some reason I do remember I was in the middle of a ballet show, okay? And then, like, we were doing our pose and everything like that, but then I do remember just, like, kind of, like, waking up, and then I'm just doing my things, and then I'm like, why the fuck am I here?
I don't remember that ever for me. Yeah, but whenever I love how you're like, yeah, this is hard to believe, but I used to do ballet when I was 5 to 6 years old, and I'm like, you're talking to someone that has done almost every sport under the goddamn sun. We've talked about this. I've done so many different extracurricular activities. If you tell me, oh, I did this when I was a kid, I'm like, okay, that checks.
Yeah, no, it's because, like, me, I didn't really do anything, okay? I didn't like sports. I mostly wanted to stay inside and then, like, do my things. I didn't like to go out, but now that I think about it, that would have been nice to maybe have learned something. Kind of like boxing or, like, something
boxing.
like that. You know, like, that could have been nice, but no, I was mostly, like, alone, mostly in my head, so that part is kind of a bit sad, but, Anyway, moving on.
The reason why I did so many extracurricular activities was because my parents made me do it. Which I feel like has helped because I've developed a lot of skills. But
yeah,
then I became a person that stays inside all the time. I do miss being physically active, but, like, I did a lot of stuff. Moving on. I wouldn't mind showing you a few things, if you wanted.
Oh shit, I'd like that.
After about 20 minutes of rural scenery, Stan pulls off the road and onto a long gravel driveway that disappears into the woods. Well, this is where I kill you now.
Ah! Please don't. Okay. Is this the place?
Stan nods and rounds a turn to reveal a clearing populated by a trailer home and a couple of sheds. The trailer is a bit run down and shabby, and one of the sheds looks like it's about one strong sneeze from collapsing.
Oof.
Not really the place you'd want to be at night while you're alone with the guy you practically just met.
Be honest. Oh my god. Did you bring me here to murder me?
Stan laughs, cutting the edge and resting his arm on the back of the front seat. Fortunately, you figured it out. So now I definitely gotta kill ya.
Ah, shit. Ah.
I'm kidding, kid. Relax. He moves to get out of the car and turns back with a creepy blank expression on his face. Oh god, I'm really gonna die out here, aren't I?
Ah.
Or am I? You chuckle nervously, and he laughs again, pushing the door open. Now's not the time to be making fucking jokes, Stanley. Seriously, I'm kidding, won't be long.
Okay.
At the door to the trailer, Stan knocks, and the door opens on a dark interior before he walks inside. The door shuts behind him. You give the yard a few curious glances before realizing that the weird pile of sticks you've been looking at is actually bones. You quickly pull out your phone to look at instead. 10 minutes later, it stands back, carrying a large cardboard box in both hands. You see him fumble with the handle of the rear left door for a moment before you reach back over the seat and pop it open for him. A peek in the box reveals a few various shades of furry somethings and an animal skull you don't recognize. This doesn't seem like something worth busting out all of your darkest duds for.
We aren't by any chance robbing a bank, are we? Because I would have brought gloves.
Stan laughs. No, nothing like that. We're robbing a convenience store. Oh shit! He starts the car up again. You're back on the road.
Somehow, I'm not quite convinced.
Well, who knows where the night's gonna take us? Could be legal. Could be not. That a problem?
Ah, shit, I don't know.
If we swing by a jeweler, I need a new watch.
But I don't wear watches.
Yeah, I know, that was a joke.
I'm actually hesitant between like nope and then like can we swing by your jeweler? I don't know.
I mean, what's the walkthrough say?
I hate the fact that we're actually also following a freaking walkthrough at the same time.
It doesn't matter!
Oh god.
I don't care!
But I also want to do it with like my own self, you know what I mean?
I know, but I want
Okay,
you
so-
to get all the photos.
I know. So how about you save here?
Okay.
Like a good save. Good save!
No!
Thank you. So how about okay, I'm just gonna say nope. It's not a problem.
When in Rome, right? Stan takes the highway. The final minutes of the sun sets burnt orange and purple ahead of you, while the welcome sign for Gravity Falls disappears into the rearview mirror. A new song comes on the radio, something bright and bouncy with lyrics about love, and his fingers get back to tapping. In the retreating light, you can see faded patches on the rim of the steering wheel, the color worn away from decades worth of his touch. Wish that was me.
Oh!
I'm kidding.
Yo! And I'm the one who's just like getting nervous every time that I see like a cute like sprite and everything like that, and then you get something out like this. Damn!
There's even nothing behind it. I don't really thirst for these two like others do. I'm just along for the ride. And I will make filthy comments.
Oh my god.
Should the need take it. I'm just looking for a joyride. Joyride. I'm just looking for a good time. Tonight. Make it feel Sorry.
Just continue.
The passenger seat you sit in hasn't yet hasn't yet taken the shape of someone specific, even after all this time. The springs still feel brand new. Meanwhile, on the driver's side of the car, Stan settled easily into a seat, which fits him as well as a finely tailored jacket. You tuck your leg up under its mate, leaning back into the dark leather of the DeVille's interior, and watch cars pass and recede out the windshield. After a few minutes of music-backed silence, you feel like breaking it. My ex-wife still misses me. But rave is getting better. Okay, what do you want?
Hold on, I am actually confused about this part.
Okay, well, stop being confused.
God.
I really do love how you're like, oh my god, a blushing sprite! Oh my god, that's so cute! And I'm over here like, man! I'm gonna say some of the filthiest shit you've ever heard.
Wow.
The duality.
Let's ask about his car.
I own a car! Oh, the Stanmobile here? Stan pats the dashboard affectionately, running his hand over the leather interior. I've had her since high school. Nice ride, ain't she?
So as an old rust bucket like this, they really don't make him like they used to, do they?
I feel like this is the correct answer.
Yeah, I know exactly. I do think the same.
Nope, they sure don't. Oh, tell a joke.
Yeah. Oh god,
What the fuck?
What are there fences around graveyards?
Stan glances over at you, double-checking that this is the setup to a joke. I don't know why.
Because people are dying to get in.
Boo! Stan laughs. Oh, that's cool.
He likes it!
Ha, that's pretty good. He thinks for a minute, presumably to come up with a joke of his own. Alright, a blonde walks into a bank in New York City.
Alright there, buddy.
Alright, let's be careful about what we say over here.
Oh no, this isn't gonna be one of those awful blondes or dumb jokes, is it? Because you're gonna have to watch your mouth.
He levels a withering look on you. Can I tell the joke?
I'm sorry. I don't know, can you?
You grin with your lower lip caught between your teeth, clearly joking, and he chuckles. Anyways, blonde walks into a bank in New York. She goes up to the bank manager and she says, I'd like to take out a loan for $5,000. I'm taking a vacation overseas. A car passes you on the highway going 20 over the speed limit and Stan swears and stifles it. Yeesh, night drivers. So the bank manager goes, well, miss, do you have collateral? We need collateral for that kind of loan. And she nods and says she does. Oh wait, I was reading in narrator voice. Oops. And she nods and says she does, and she takes the bank manager out to the parking lot where she's got a $50,000 Ferrari waiting, and she says, This is my car. You can hold on to it until I pay back my loan. Stan continues, glancing over at you and trying to suppress a smile. The bank manager's confused, but he figures if this lady doesn't pay, he's gonna have a nice new Ferrari in his garage, so he agrees. A sign for an exit ahead points off to the right, text reading County Road 328, and Stan takes it off the highway. So he gives the blonde her 5 Gs. She hands him the keys to her car and she heads off to Europe. A month later, she shows back up at the bank with the 5 Gs and the interest for the loan, which figures out to be about $15. Stan continues, turning down an unlit gravel road, the headlights casting spooky shadows through the trees. The bank manager takes the repayment for the loan and the interest and has one of his employees bring the car out in front of the bank for the blonde. Anyways, the joke is I'm about to kill you.
God damn it!
Out ahead on the road, a deer turns its face to the car and then leaps across the road to disappear into the woods. Just before she leaves, the bank manager stops the blonde and says, Lady, I'm real confused here. You're clearly loaded enough to afford this car, and you paid back the loan and then some. Why take out the loan if you're so rich? The lady turns to him, runs a hand through her hair, and says, Where else can I park my car in New York City for 2 weeks for only $15?
Oh my god.
That's actually pretty fucking good. I'm gonna use that now.
Oh god. It's a long joke, but okay.
It's funny.
It's
You
funny.
burst into wild laughter and he laughs along with you.
Alright, I take it back. That was the best long joke I've ever heard in my life. It's better than the ones I've heard, so yeah.
Just as you finish speaking, Stan pulls off to the side of the road and the engine dies. As you step out of the car, an unearthly silence of the woods envelops the two of you. Out in the woods ahead, you see a single bright light.
Is this the place?
Just about. You follow him back towards the trunk, which he opens quietly and slowly, frowning as it squeaks.
What are we doing here?
You might not guess it looking at me, but I got a thing. This could go a number of ways.
Exactly.
The two of you stare at each other for a moment, and he looks a little nervous. For art.
Really? What? Wait, hold on. I am just like taken back. This is.
What? Alright, I'm gonna pick something, so I want to see where this goes.
I do too!
He brightens, smiling in the dim haze of the trunk light. Well, this chump up this hill here has won by this artist, Gustav something. Snuck it right up from under me in an auction. I've been trying to buy it off him for years. Oh, right, the clown painting.
Oh!
Oh! Well, the jerk won't sell no matter how much I offer him. And trust me, you meet this guy, you know it's out of spite.
So we're stealing it?
Fuck yeah, we are. You got it, kid. Frankly, I'm surprised you haven't done this sooner.
No, exactly! Exactly, I'm surprised.
Stan laughs quietly, fishing around in the duffel bag for you don't know what. Also, after this day ends, we're ending the stream because fucking god, my throat. Wait till you see it. It's a masterpiece. I've been waiting 6 months for him to go out of town. Here, take these. He pulls a pair of gloves from the bag, handing them to you. When you slide them on, they fit almost perfectly.
Oh shit, this is rare. I have like the tiniest hands.
I guess your size right? You nod, wiggling your fingers. Stan chuckles, pulling out a pair of his own. A set of black leather driving gloves with the silver snap closures that glint in the light from the trunk. Well, damn.
Ooh.
Damn, I don't want those. You ready, kid? Ready as I'll ever be.
You bet. You bet. Let's go.
Stan tucks a few things into the inner pockets of his jacket that you can't see in the low light, and with the trunk shut just as quietly as it was opened, you follow him up into the woods towards the distant light. As you near it, a porch takes shape within the light's glow. Behind it, the dark shape of a house sits in the even darker woods. Stan leads you past the front porch and around the corner of the house, to a set of stairs that appears to lead into a basement. Ah, this is my favorite part. He withdraws a small black shape from his pocket and something that looks like it might be a pen. The pen-shaped thing turns out to be a small flashlight, and he holds it in his teeth as he opens the black case to reveal a set of lock-picking tools.
Ooh.
You're a lucky person, kid. You get to see the artist in action. He gets to work.
He says that with the flashlight in his mouth.
Oh my god, hold on. You're a lucky person, kid. You get to see the artist in action. There, method acting. He gets to work, inserting one tool in and wiggling it down the bottom of the keyhole, then pulling out another and poking it at the innards of the lock with it. You glance around in the darkness as he works, half expecting to get caught before you get anywhere, but then the lock clicks and Stan stands, opening the door for you with a flourish. That was so cool.
That was cool.
He beams with pride and you smile politely as you step through the door in front of him. The basement is unlit. It smells like dust and mildew. The air sour with wet dirt and mold. Stan moves past you into the dark, his little pen flashlight still lit, and leads you through a cobwebby laundry room and towards a door from the bottom of a set of rickety wooden stairs. Wait till you see this, kid. He picks the lock of his door of this door just as quickly as you picked the last, and the door creaks open into a dark room with odd flooring barely lit by Stan's flashlight. Stan goes first, and as you follow him in, he hits a light switch, revealing a beautifully designed gallery with plush scarlet carpets and gleaming wood paneling full of paintings of sad clowns.
Oh!
I fucking knew it.
I was sure I was, yeah.
What?
Sorry, okay. Some type of art with clowns I am totally okay with. And then, like, some painting of clowns I don't like. Like, example, the one that we see in Gravity Falls, it was a bit creepy, but, like, a good creepy, if you know what I mean. I kind of liked it.
Yeah. Stan looks more excited you've seen him yet, his arms crossed over his chest and a warm smile on his face. Can you believe the hillbilly chump has a collection like this? You shake your head slowly, still looking around the room with wide eyes. Someday all of these are gonna be mine. Come on, I'll show you the one we're here to get. You follow him to the back of the room and he stops in front of a large painting of a clown with bright red lips and blue circles on his cheeks, his eyes outlined in black with comically large eyelashes painted onto his eyelids. His neck ruff droops sadly and his costume is dingy and worn.
Is the one that, like, it's in the show? I feel like it's that one.
Maybe, maybe not. I don't think so, because he already has it.
No, because, like, when Gideon took back the shack, his dad, I think that he stole back.
Maybe. That is a good theory. Maybe, maybe not. What do you think?
This is beautiful.
Oh, this is beautiful. I like how there's just an eye looking at you.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like,
You really like this kind of thing? No kidding? Stan's voice is edged with hope.
They're all beautifully done.
It's nice to meet someone who really appreciates these like I do.
It's excellent, especially as an art piece. It's just plain perfect.
It's utterly astounding artwork done by the masterpiece of a well-crafted craftsman. Yes.
I'm gonna go with like it's excellent, especially as an art piece. Well, why not? This is a masterpiece. Anything could actually be a masterpiece if you think about it.
You know what, Fred? I was thinking of a pickup line, actually.
What now?
Where someone was like, yeah, you're my own masterpiece. Well, aren't you not supposed to touch the artwork? Well, someone has to pin this one to the wall.
Oh! Oh shit, I'm blushing! Shit, that was a good one! Holy hell! Oh my god! Woo. Okay, that's... God damn it.
I don't think I'll ever be able to use that one.
Oh my god!
Because they'll have to respond. Like, I'll be like, yeah, you're my masterpiece, and they'll have to be like, aren't you not supposed to touch the artwork? And then I could use that line. However, I do not have a significant other, or anyone.
Dude, use it for Amara, dude! You'll need to try it and then, like, slide that joke in, and then, like, everyone around the table will be like, what?
You know what?
Write it down. Write it down.
Write that down. Use pin painting joke. Wait, I'm actually doing it.
Yeah, go ahead.
I surprisingly I know a lot of like pickup lines and stuff like that. The problem is that I don't have the balls to ever actually use them because I'm one of those people that has social anxiety and doesn't want to like make people uncomfortable. And the opportunity never arises. Ever.
We're both in the same boat, my guy.
I would love to be a Rizzler.
I'm sorry,
wanna
it's the
be-
word. It's
Yeah,
the word.
but I'm glad I made you flustered again.
God damn.
Alright,
The way the artist has captured his pain, the way the framing makes him look small and pitiful, even though he takes up most of the canvas.
I really would like to move on through the scene because that eye is making me uncomfortable.
Can't you just like put something above it?
There we go.
Yeah. Is it better?
Maybe. I don't know. I'm putting my mouse over it.
Okay. The juxtaposition, God damn it. The juxtaposition of
Nice.
the inner joy of clowning and the anguish this man clearly feels is what makes this kind of painting really special.
Well, let's get this thing off the wall and out of here. As he works to get the cloning whatever down off the wall, you wander the room looking at the other paintings. As you look over a portrait of a mime with dirt on his white and black striped shirt, you're suddenly grabbed by your shoulders. Boo! You scream, eyes shut in fear as you throw a weak karate chop at the source of the noise, making unimpressive contact with something solid and muscular. After a moment's panic, you squeeze whatever the thing is with your hands and open your eyes, finding...
I knew it.
Quite a lot of muscle there.
Ooh, quite a bit of muscle there.
That's what a pleasant surprise. How was that supposed to hurt me? Stan's arm and shoulder. Boy, he's really packing some heat in there. Wow. Man, it is hot on this hill! He laughs, apparently very pleased with himself for scaring the absolute life out of you. You need those boxing tips even more than I thought. You couldn't defend yourself from a fly with moves like that. You laugh shakily. You laugh shakily, and then you realize you're still feeling up Stan's arm.
Sorry about that.
You pull your hands away a bit too fast, and he chuckles, blushing all the way up to his ears. No problem, kid. He clears his throat. He clears his throat, and the silence between you begins to grow awkward before it's interrupted. Upstairs, in what's supposed to be an empty house, you hear footsteps crossing towards the door to the basement.
Oh no!
Stan apparently hears them too, a sudden series of expressions crossing his face from shock to confusion to terror, and finally settling on indignation. He quickly takes you by the arm, whispering harshly in your ear as he drags you towards the entrance of the clown room. As soon as he comes in here, shut the door and I'll shove these boxes in front. You nod, and just as a line of light from the top of the stairs blooms into a wide swath, you and Stan duck behind a wall near the door to freedom, one corner of the stolen painting poking you uncomfortably in the ribs. Who's down there? Slippered feet come down the wooden steps ahead of you, and when their owner notices the light on, he holds something long and gun-shaped out in front of himself.
Oh no!
Hines, if that's you, I swear to God, I'm really gonna shoot you this time. Gun-shaped? Gun-shaped?
Shaved?
Gun? I cast gun, prepare to be God. Oh shit, it's Chuckles, he owns this house. Stan Pines, if that's really you, I'm gonna shoot you for real this time. Gun!
Gun!
Stan nudges you, jabbing a thumb towards the door leading outside, and jerks his head towards it. Chuckles the clown canonically lives at the edge of Gravity Falls because he's also strange and unusual, and he collects paintings of his sad brethren. That's canon now! You take a step out from behind the wall, take Stan's hand in your own, and pull him into a jog, and then a run. The two of you scrambling up the concrete steps out into the cool night air as a voice shouts, swears behind you. Stan kicks the door shut on his way out, and there's a startled yelp behind you as it makes contact with the owner of the house. There's more swearing, but you lose it behind you as you run, flashlight in one hand and Stan's hand in the other. When you reach the tree line, you part and maneuver your way through bushes, and brambles stand crashing through them behind you. As you run, a deafening gunshot goes off behind you, and you realize that you're being chased. Holy smokes, run for it, Rebel! Your noise gets closer, close enough that you can hear your pursuers swearing continually and loudly. You slow a bit, flashing your light behind you and raising the beam to find the distant but visibly enraged face of a man with a rifle in his hands.
Oh!
Acting on pure instinct, you fling the flashlight in the direction of the angry man and take off running again. After a moment, the man cries out, and the sounds of pursuit fade with one final cry. Damn you, Pines! I'm making it canon. It's canon. It's chuckles.
Oh god.
Stan cackles. Sounds like you hit him. You reach the Stanmobile first, sliding into the passenger seat as Stan slips his new clone into the back seat before joining you in front. Both of you panting and huffing. Stan hurriedly starts the engine and pulls off. God. Okay, that was an event.
Mm-hmm.
At the next driveway, he does the fastest three-point turn you've ever seen in your life, and then peels off down the gravel road and screeches out into the highway. Stan's quiet for a second before letting loose into wild, triumphant laughter. I thought he was gonna catch me that time for sure!
Did that man just shoot at us?
Stan nods, still chuckling and apparently pretty pleased he didn't get hit. He lets out a long, loud sigh, his white-knuckled hands at 10 and 2 on the steering wheel. Yeah, that was... holy moly, you okay, Rebel?
Yeah, a little shaky, but I'm good.
He pulls back onto the highway, back in the direction you came from, and you lapse into comfortable silence. After a while, he starts humming along with the radio, and knowing the song this time, you hum along with him. Gravity Falls' welcome sign passes by again, but the route Stan's taking doesn't seem to lead back to the shack. Instead, you come to a stop outside rows and rows of used cars. A car dealership. Oh shit, are we really going here?
Why are we here?
Why are we here? Stan slides out
of okay, wait. He said that he was gonna go and grab the parts, and we are at a place full of cars. He's gonna steal those parts for me!
Oh god. We're gonna run into Bud Gleef. Will that be hilarious? Or Gideon, that'd be funny. I pray to God we do. Stan slides up the car, withdrawing something from a pocket within the breast of his jacket. Once you get out and around to the front bumper, you can see that it's a cigar.
Oh!
Oh fuck, he smokes?!
I could have imagined that, yeah.
I mean,
like
I also figured that he would, but also it's hard to believe.
Well, I feel like that he wouldn't do it in front of the kids, and then like mostly like I can maybe see him when like they're asleep, and then like he would like take a walk and actually like take a smoke, and then like come back after like maybe taking a shower and like everything, so that like, the kids doesn't smell like like smoke and everything.
You mind if I smoke? No. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Thanks. I don't like smoking around the kids, you know. I'm already a bad enough influence. Yeah, you called it.
It's my turn.
He chuckles and withdraws a pack of matches in his pack of matches. What?
Are you okay?
That doesn't seem right. He chuckles and withdraws a pack of matches.
Oh, from his pocket.
Yeah, my brain, like, stopped. And his face is bathed in the light of the flame. From your place a ways down the road, Stan surveys the lot, eyes sweeping back and forth until they land on what looks like to be a fuse box under the dark overhang of the roof on the far side of the dealership.
What are we getting?
New drive belt, some spark plug plugs. Couple other things I can't remember the name of and aren't worth explaining.
It won't take all night, though, right?
Pray to God it doesn't. My throat's dying. He shakes his head, taking a long drag from the cigar, smoke rolling off his lips and into the night. You lean back against the front bumper of the car next to him and stuff your hands in your pockets. There isn't much light pollution around here, so the stars are bright and numerous above. Provided your car gets fixed up, this might not turn out to be such a bad trip. You take a deep breath in through your nose, the smell of sweet, heaty cigar smoke and crisp night air filling your lungs.
So, how are we doing this?
We gotta get rid of the lights. I doubt Bud's clever enough to have night vision cameras. He laughs a little as he speaks, smoke blowing out into the night with each individual laugh. But we cut the power to the whole place and the cameras are gonna be gone anyways. So we cut the power, find a car, the same make and model as yours, and I dig out the parts your car needs. An hour, maybe an hour half tops.
I can get the lights.
Stan turns his head and looks at you, waving away a fresh cloud of smoke as he accidentally exhales in your direction.
Oh! I'm sorry. Okay, do you know what that means when someone just like takes a long drag of like their cigar/cigarettes and then puffs it out into someone's face?
Shotgunning?
That means they like them.
Well, I mean, fuck.
So then, like, now think about all of those scenes that you saw before with, like, a man just, like, pouring out smoke into someone's face. Not by accident, but, like, totally intentional. Now it makes sense to everything.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I got it.
The two of you stand there in silence for a few more minutes before he bends down and grinds his cigar cold on the asphalt, straightening with a groan and a huff of quiet laughter. You starting to remember why I quit doing this kind of thing? You sure you're alright with this kid? You know, robbing the place?
You don't think I can do it?
No, that's not it. You've been keeping up with me just fine all night. You just don't seem like you have a lot of experience here.
I'm
nervous, but I can do it.
Yeah.
He smiles a warm and genuine
I
expression.
didn't even read the second one. God, I'm sorry. What was the first one?
I think I've gotten plenty of experience. I was like, no, I feel like being continuously agreeable and confident would probably not work. He smiles a warm and genuine expression that ignites something fuzzy and soft inside you. You don't notice you're staring until he turns away and moves away towards the trunk. He reaches into the car and pulls a lever under the driver's side of the front seat, and the trunk pops open. You follow him to it, and after rummaging around in the contents for a minute, he brings out a pair of pliers. Alright, you're gonna go over there and take care of the lights. I got a few things to get together. You crouch down behind the fence. When you reach the lot, scrambling along in the shadows until you reach the dealership's main building. With a peek over the edge, you see that the wall of the building is cast in shadow from a poorly placed streetlight. Another peek, and you spot a car the same make as yours off to the back of the lot, near a sign that says, Discount Section, Big Deals! It takes an embarrassing amount of effort to get over the fence, but you manage it and press yourself flat against the wall, inching towards the fuse box. It's locked, but you pry it open with the pliers and look over what's inside. A bunch of switches, some wires. Oof. Alright, hey.
Well...
Alright, buddy. What's the walkthrough say?
Wait, dude, you've never went into, like, a fuse box before?
No!
If it is... Okay. Right. You've never been... Well, you did had a job at some point, right? That you had to go into the back store and you've never ran into, like, a big fuse box?
No.
Okay. Well, there's actually these threes. There's some wires, there's a bunch of switches, but the switches are for individual fuses. So, example, in your house, there's going to be a switch for, like, the electricity into the living room, one into the bathroom, etc. But the big switch actually turns everything off.
Oh yeah, I remember my grandfather used to teach me about this. I just forgot. Alright, we'll flip the biggest switch. With your face pinched in concentration, you push the biggest switch in the opposite direction, and the entire property goes dark. You slip the tools into your back pocket and take a look around just to make sure the power's out. With a satisfied nod, you feel your way out into the parking lot, knocking your shins on 3 separate cars before you figure you should probably just stop and wait for Stan. Where you at, kid? His voice isn't far away, but he isn't close either. You feel your way around an SUV and then, sedan? The gravel in the parking lot crunches under your feet, and you reflexively stare down at the ground ahead of you as your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness. Out ahead of you, a flashlight turns on and scans the lot until it finds you. Don't you? He sounds amused, probably at the way you're standing with your arms spread wide over a sleek, modern sports car. Hey, getting familiar with the merchandise, yeah. You give the car an awkward pat and make your way towards the beginning of the flashlight's beam. You see anything the same make as yours before you shut the lights off?
Yeah, there's one back in the discount section.
It's kind of insulting now that you think about it, actually. He hands you the flashlight when you reach him, and you start slowly back towards the discount cars. Discount. Your car is... It's a classic! It's usually extremely reliable. To be perfectly honest, it's not even your fault that it's in the state it's in. It was Ford and his... whatever it is. Your deep and salty thoughts when hands suddenly grip your ribs on either side.
Oh!
Gotcha!
Ah! Again!
You scream and throw back an elbow at whatever's got a hold of you, and you hear Stan yelp and fall in a clatter of kicked gravel and metal clanking together. He scared you again. Oh wow, I really got you that time.
Yeah, no, exactly. Wow, I already got you that now.
Holy smokes, kid. You turn the flashlight to where you heard him fall, and you find him with a hand cupped over his face, blood dribbling out from beneath his gloved fingers. Oh, fuck.
How did I do a freaking, like... Okay. I can, like, imagine, like, maybe, like, my head going maybe just about his shoulders, kind of, like, more towards his chest, because I'm a tiny little bean. So how the hell did my... Well, maybe he was kind of, like, bent down. Maybe that could have actually hit. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, I was yawning. That's why I was quiet.
It's okay.
Yeah, I deserve that one.
Oh shit! I didn't. I'm
profanities.
There's no kids around. I didn't. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, I'll be alright. Just help me up. You tuck the still lit flashlight into your back pocket for a moment, reaching down and finding his hands in the dark to pull him up. Once he's on his feet, you retrieve the flashlight from your pocket. As you bring the beam to Stan's face, you find him holding a handkerchief over his nose and squinting. He's apparently brought a backpack with him, and it's sitting on the ground behind him where he presumably dropped it when you elbowed him. You know, that was a really solid hit. You got a lot of power in there. I don't know if you were just saying it to be nice earlier, but I could really show you some moves. Teach you how to be direct with that strength. Yeah, that sounds fun.
But it's also not the time. He's bleeding right now.
But like, by the way, I don't have a walkthrough pulled up. I'm just guessing.
I don't care, dude. My guy, this isn't the time. You're bleeding. I'm sorry. You're bleeding. Choose the bleeding one.
No, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Dude, okay.
I want to see.
Walkthrough. Dude, this is in the walkthrough. I have it in literally under my nose.
Oh, I did not know that. You should have told me.
I'm sorry.
I was like, oh, this is Fred's choice, but I'm sussing, like, I'm feeling out the vibes with, like, the second one, because I feel like that would make sense, but since it's a walkthrough, hell yeah.
And don't worry, I cannot, like, read it as well, but then, like, sometimes I cannot, like, think, like, oh, okay, this is how I would say it. Don't worry about it.
He removes the hanky from his nose for a moment, gently prodding at the bridge of his nose with a finger and frowns. Well, it's not broken, that's for sure.
That's good.
He laughs quietly, taking a clean corner of the handkerchief and dabbing at his nose with it, grimacing and sniffling hard when it comes back still clean. Good to go.
Are you sure you're alright?
Yeah, of course. I've gotten worse beatings than that, believe me. His face is flushed from the sudden injury, but he does look otherwise okay, so you sigh and plant your hands on your hips.
Then let's finish this.
He reaches out towards you, then catches a glimpse of the blood and reconsiders wiping his gloves as clean as he can with the hanky. When you reach the car you spotted earlier, he pops the hood and drops his pack onto the ground next to the bumper, unzipping it to reveal a jumble of various wrenches and tools. Alright, hold the flashlight steady on the engine and keep an eye out. Alright, which one?
I can always watch him work, just for a minute.
Save. Keeping a lookout is definitely important, you think, as he rolls up his sleeves and exposes his sturdy, well-muscled forearms. That's... Wow. Man, it is hot on this...
That's wow.
His gloved hands take deliberate, practiced movements without hesitation, zeroing in on the spark plugs immediately. He bends over the front of the car, his jacket riding up his back as he stretches to grab a deeply set part, and you catch one glimpse of skin before you hastily turn your attention back to the lot in front of you. You're suddenly very glad it's dark as you feel a blush spread over your face and all the way out to your ears. It doesn't take long for him to get what he needs for your car, shutting the hood and setting his pack on it as he stuffs parts into it.
That was quick.
Nah, the parts you need are easy to find. It just takes the right... Oh my god.
Oh.
Hold on.
Wait. Is it like the big guy or then like the more
Well, we'll figure it out. Hold on, let's see. Hey, what's going on over there? Is that you, bud? The beam of a flashlight finds you both, and Stan turns around quickly, leaving the bag behind himself on the hood. Yeah. Pines, what the heck happened to your face? What are you doing at... Hey, are you stealing parts again? No. Stan inches closer to you until your shoulders touch, and behind you he pushes the bag into your hands before lowering his voice to speak to you. Run for it. Keep the bag out of sight and toss it into some bushes nearby. I'll get it later. You nod, picking up the bag and holding it behind yourself. The flashlight by the road moves closer and you slowly scoot away from the car and backwards. Hey, you, where are you going? You move backwards a little faster, still keeping the bag out of sight. And when the light leaves you to check on Stan, you make a break for it towards the back fence, throwing the bag over it ahead of you. A new voice nearby speaks and you yelp. Oh, I switched the voices. Fuck. I switched Durland and Blubs. Shit. So this is Durland. Hey, where you going, burglar? You're under arrest for burglary. There's a shout from Stan behind you and then a heavy thud, and one of the car alarms starts squealing. You're so surprised by the alarm that the second cop gets his hands around your wrist and slaps a pair of handcuffs on you. You better quit your squirming there, buddy. We caught you fair and square. Oh, come on, Blubs. I saved the town from an interdimensional demon. Give me a break. Sorry, Stan. We got a job to do. Stan grumbles quietly, and the man behind you leads you towards road. Leads you towards to road behind Stan and Blubs, who's now got him in cuffs. You need to get out of this, but how?
Whoa!
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, they both reach for the gun.
Oh god. I don't know, man.
What does the walkthrough say?
Gun.
It says reach for the gun, reach for the gun?
Yeah!
Let's go!
Oh my god!
The closest space between you and the cop behind you, reaching your hands back in search of his holster, but not finding it. Once something moves between your fingers, you grab it, bringing it back. We're not sure what it is, but it feels like it might be keys, so you slip it into your back pocket. Aw, shoot, Durlin, we don't have the cruiser. Me and my ideas for romantic strolls in the moonlight. Aww.
Well, why don't we just Commander Stan's car?
You mean Commandeer?
I don't know.
Edwin Durlin, you're an absolute delight, and I cherish you having you as my life partner. Yay!
Oh,
Disney's not here to censor the gay! Yay!
I love it.
Durlin giggles behind you, and Blubs giggles with him. Sorry, am I interrupting something? Should I not be here? The two of them push you and Stan into the back seat of his car, crowding you in with the... whatever. I'll never be a clown.
Wait, are we really getting arrested?
Stan grips it protectively, muttering under his breath about the fuzz. He's quiet for most of the ride, only speaking up once. You okay, Rebel?
Yeah, I'm alright.
He falls silent after you respond and stays that way all the way back to the station. Inside the station, Durlin leads you to a pair of chairs by a desk and Blubs disappears down a hallway. Blubs is back after a few minutes, a deep frown set into his face, and after directing this frown at Durlin, he takes you and Stan down another hallway to a set of cells. Fuck.
Oh my god.
I can't go back to jail!
Oh, shit.
At the first, he withdraws a set of keys and opens the door. You and Stan are uncuffed, and with a solid and somewhat alarming clang, the cell door shuts and locks. You two better get comfortable. We'll get your prince in the morning. Stan grumbles, settling down onto one of the provided bunk beds, and you sit down on the one next to it facing him. He peels off his gloves, tucking them inside out into his pocket, and fiddles with a loose thread on the thin wool blanket on the bunk bed. Through the door at the end of the hallway, you hear Derlin say something about fancy black finger paints to Blubs. Here in the bright fluorescent lights, you can see that he still has a bit of blood smeared under his nose and on his chin, and you feel a flush of embarrassment when you remember that you're the one who did that to him.
All of these are not very, like, okay. Like,
Of course you're not supposed to be agreeable. You're in prison!
No, exactly. Like me, I'll be like, well, this was a night. Didn't thought I would end up in prison, but there's a first for everything. I don't know. Let's go with. Okay, what does it say? Well, I can't wait to see how everyone back home reacts when they find out I've been arrested. How are we gonna get out of here?
Stan shrugs, crossing his arms over his chest and flopping back onto the mattress. Don't think we can, kid. I'll see if I can convince them that you got hypnotized or something into coming along with me. Keep you out of trouble.
Listen, if you're going down for this, then so am I.
He laughs quietly, propping himself up on his elbows. You don't want to get in trouble with the law, kid. Trust me, this isn't my first time spending the night in jail. Not by a long shot.
Sounds rough.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah, well, so it goes. This won't be so bad compared to 5 years in a Colombian prison.
Ooh, okay, I didn't know that it was 5! Okay, I knew that he was, like, at some point, like, there, but I didn't know for 5 years? Damn.
There's a story behind that, but he doesn't look like he wants to tell it at the moment. Anyway, the only way we're getting out of here is with the keys. Then we could just slip out a window or something. You think for a moment, stuffing your hands in your pockets, suddenly remember the thing you grabbed off the second top. Derland. Oh, wait! You jump to your feet and dig into your back pocket, withdrawing the small metal thing you stole to find that it's a ring of official-looking keys. You hold the keys. This is a surprise tool that will help us later. You hold the keys out in front of yourself and jingle them triumphantly.
Look what I got, Derland.
Stan stares at your hand in disbelief, then at you, then at the keys, and back at you again. Good evening, ladies. Look at my hand. Now look to me. Now look at the hand. Now back to me. Before laughing incredulously. Are you sure you don't have experience with this kind of thing? Stan takes the keys from you, looking them over in his palm. He smiles up at you, then looks down at the keys and covers his mouth with his hand, dragging it down over his chin. Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you doing with them keys, buddy? Just very confused for a second. Can't believe I've been shown up by a tourist.
Well, get used to it, buddy, because I've got skills.
When you said that you were magical in bed, this is not what I had in mind.
Is this your card?
Holy shit! He looks proud, smiling up at you like you just handed him $1 million. Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get the heck out of here. He stands as you reach through the bars and try keys until one works. The door swings open with a quiet creak, and you creep out down the hallway to the door. You open it a crack, looking out into the lobby and see Blubs asleep at the front desk, Derlin not in sight. Slowly, you pull the door open and move into the lobby. Stan taps your shoulder and whispers low. We gotta get my keys! We gotta get my keys. You see him anywhere? You glance around and spot them next to where Blubs is asleep, drool pooling on the table. Shoot. You've said shit. I feel like this is fine. Or you could say shit. Crossing your fingers for luck, you sneak over to the desk and reach down to grab them where suddenly Blub stirs and mumbles. Dang, Bigfoot. Stealing my shoes. Stretching all my shoes. Stan snorts behind you and you manage to suppress a laugh as you pluck the keys away. Wait, hold on. Stan disappears into another room and you're stunned, wondering what the hell he could be doing right now that's more important than escaping. Before you have the chance...
painting.
You called it. Before you have the chance to call him something you might regret later. A big, beautiful idiot is one of them. He reappears at the door with the troublesome clown painting under his arm.
Seriously?
Duh. Alright, let's roll. Slipping out with only a click of the station door closing behind you, you and Stan climb into his car and escape into the night. After stopping by Bud's dealership to pick up the hidden backpack, you and your partner in crime head back to the shack in comfortable silence. You'd feel tired if it weren't for the adrenaline. You carry the backpack inside while Stan brings the clone in and the briefcase, setting both on the kitchen table. I'd call that a successful night.
Even though we got arrested, so would I. And fun, too.
You grin over at him and realize in the bright kitchen light that he's still got blood on his face. Here, let me wipe that off of you, as we share an intimate moment.
Oh my god.
How do you keep forgetting? You're the one who elbowed him after all.
We've got... Well, come here.
I feel like your elbow would hurt as you remember, but okay. You pull one of the chairs out from under the table, gesturing for him to sit down. Nice! We did it, boys! He looks a little wary. But obeys on the chair's ancient metal frame creaking under his weight. You grab a couple of paper towels, turning on the faucet in the sink and wetting them. Fred.
Oh god, I don't...
You want to do the honors?
I'm gonna clean them up.
You're gonna do... Okay. Mentally steadying yourself, you hold the side of space and neck in your hand. With gentle pressure, you guide his head to tilt back until he's lit up fully by the overhead light. You can feel him blush under your hand. Dude, my voice cracked so hard. His skin heating up. Moment ruined! You can feel him blush under your hand, his skin heating up, and he seems too surprised to protest or even speak as you wipe the now dried blood from his face. He's quiet while you work, watching you with warm brown eyes rimmed by dark lashes. I could have taken care of this myself, you know. He says this, but he hasn't pulled away or made any move to leave.
I did the damage. The least I could do is clean up after myself. Anyway, you've done plenty as it is.
The paper towels you have become too soiled to work with, so you toss them into the trash and go back to get a few more. Your hand returns to his cheek, and you could be imagining things, but it almost feels like he leans into it.
I already did have a good time with you tonight. I had no idea crime could be so fun.
He smirks, avoiding your gaze. I had a good time too. You pause for a moment, realizing something.
Those cops aren't gonna come after us, are they?
Stan shrugs. Probably not, they're nice enough guys, but not exactly competent. You laugh quietly and he smirks up at you. You stand back to make sure you're finished and toss the last paper towels into the trash.
Your shirt's not broken?
I'm fine, don't worry about it. Your hand lingers on his cheek.
Hug.
Okay. You take a fortifying deep breath and lean down, wrapping your arms around him.
Thanks for the car parts.
You pull away, and he's got a funny look on his face.
And for the good time. Well, good night.
He stares at you for a moment with that look on his face, then composes himself and gives you a goofy smile. I feel like we made the wrong choice here, buddy. Sleep tight, Fribble. You brush your teeth and change into your pajamas, and it's not until you get into bed that you realize you're still smiling. The rush from it all hasn't completely faded, but after a while your eyes grow heavy and you drift off to sleep. Nobody back home is ever going to believe this. Okay. And we are going to end it there today, ladies and gentlemen. Because like I've been complaining about, my throat has been fucking killing me.
And it's totally fine, my guy.
Like, that was good. We did good. I think we did good. Hopefully.
Yeah, we did.
I mean, we got the paint. We got the special image. So I feel like we did good. You excited to resume at a later date?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm like I said, while I'm not into the twins, in a sense, I am invested in the story.
Oh yeah, no, totally. Like, okay, I didn't really look into like the second day because I didn't really want to spoil myself. Like I did heard about the car thing, but I didn't. And I think I saw with the whole prison thing, but I didn't know it was gonna be in the second day. Jesus.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works. All right, well, join us this Saturday, where we continue with In Stars and Time Saturdays, and we progress through and try to figure out what the fuck is going on as Sifrin deals with his loop nihilism.
Ooh.
It's getting real too relatable, which actually, I want to tell a funny anecdote. I haven't told you this yet. I was like, talk about this during the stream. But speaking of Sifrin, if you haven't seen my TikTok video yet, Fred, it's like the one that I posted today is like a slideshow of images where it's like post 4 characters you relate to and have people guess them about you. And I had, here's the list: Steven Universe, Gwenpool, Charlie Spring and Tori Spring from Heartstopper, which you need to read, and Sifrin. And Sifrin. Here's the thing. I'm not much of a popular TikTok person, okay? Like, I post a lot, but I don't really get, unfortunately, a lot of interactions on my videos. I usually stick around that, like, 200 to 300 views point, and it just kind of stays there with, like, 20 or something likes, couple saves, maybe a comment. But, so while I was hoping for interaction, I wasn't really expecting it. I did not expect for interactions at all, much less to be read for filth.
No.
Because the 2 comments currently are so far: how does it feel putting everyone before yourself? And you have trouble prioritizing your needs over others, do you? No. No. What the fuck are you talking about? I sent those comments to Axe. And he says, and I quote, give me a second. We talked a lot about cosplay stuff today because I went out shopping for cosplay stuff. But I sent to him that he said, real Sifrin behavior. And I said, funnily enough, I did use Sifrin as a character for that.
Wow.
He said, who else did you pick? Steven Universe, lol.
Oh! He knows you too well.
Can't wait to go to this convention with him. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy. I hope to try to vlog the convention. I'm a bit shy whenever it comes to filming stuff in public, but I would like to vlog it. But yeah, so that happened. Anyways, that's gonna be it. Join us for Eyes Saturdays as that happens. And Fred, do you have anything else to say before we end? When there's
I
no
do hope
cops
everyone
around.
has a good night/day, and we do hope to see you next time, mostly with me, going back to swooning over Stans, mostly going for Mr. Mystery over there.
And remember this, kids. When there's no cops around, anything's legal. This is your tiny rebellious leader. Signing off. Goodbye.
Well, goodbye.